Buckets. That's the name of my boat. Buckets.
Buckets. What we get.
Not the only transfer we got from Florida. Keith Stone, too. Remember that.
Adidas, release this in a hoodie.
You know, we all make mistakes. He might have made one going to
It's
Tallahassee.
mercy if y'all don't know. Dribble to the left, cross over to the right. Hurricane to the game, many buckets for the night. Matt with the pick and roll, Melissa with the give and go. This Shelly, you pretty girl dunking in the hole. Check the scoreboard, that's what we ball for. Peep the gameplay, they want an encore. Yeah, overtime for another round. It's buckets after buckets, baby. You out of time. It's buckets. What it is, homie, it's buckets. Woo! We getting buckets. Yeah, baby, buckets.
I have no shame.
I know. That's the problem.
You guys are awesome.
You know what else is awesome? The new setups that me and Matt both have. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Buckets here on Sixer and Canes. We're back, same location, but nice new backgrounds for all to stare at. How's it going, guys?
What's up? Just taking it all in. What's up, Canes?
What's up, Canes today? Canes today is hopefully a future Cane. He wants to do Miami journalism, so y'all go give him a follow.
The famous hoodie girl.
I am not famous. Obviously, Coop has been sending him some Kool-Aid. I don't know whose shoes you're talking about, Canes, today. The ones I have are the million that Matt has in the
clearly
background.
mine, which no one can see.
So I posted on Twitter a few days ago that I was updating my setup, and I actually sent the guys some pics before I even put it on Twitter, and I inspired Matt to also change some things. No longer do we have 20-year-old trophies in the background.
I don't think his were nearly that old. He's barely that old. What are we talking about?
That's true, but you know what I mean. But they're still going to be a part of the show when we do.
Some of them were probably that old, to be honest with you. I had to switch the setup. I feel like the lighting is better right here too because the glare isn't as bad. So I switched my desk around. I moved all these shoes were on the other side. So this is
hold up. We have technology here. If we're gonna go straight into the new setup tour, let's do it properly. And why don't you walk us through?
You want to do this?
Melissa and I are still audio, so we can talk. But walk us through what we're looking at.
Yeah, so I have all my shoes here. These were on the other side. So this is like my office area, and then the other side is my actual bedroom. So these were on the other side of my bedroom. Got a lot of pairs of shoes. Got the Dames in the Miami colorway, and then just a lot of other shoes that I have.
Who you got in those pictures? Is that your first round draft pick?
What was that? Oh,
Is that your first round draft pick?
We got Shane Larkin over here.
We got
Duke.
Yeah.
Duke's one of my favorites, man. John Wooden signed basketball. Some of my Miami stuff. Some of my card collection right here. You can't really see.
Well, we can see it. We can see that there are cards there. You can't see what they are.
Yeah.
So
there's a little glare.
I actually have 3 members of my team up there. I got a autographed Davon Reed card, a Sheldon McClellan, or Sheldon Mack, and a Shane Larkin card up there. So,
I mean, the John Wooden signed basketball is a major flex there.
Yeah, I actually went to one of his basketball camps when I was a kid. So I got to meet him. It was really cool.
He was still running basketball camps at that time?
Well, he wasn't running it. It was like his family and stuff.
Okay.
And so you got to meet him if you went to the camp. So it was really cool. I was
hoping we were just going to stay on Matt's face the whole time.
Look, man, I am a not professional, but I know how to click the buttons.
Yeah, so I got a few things I want to fix up here. Some things I want to add. I have a little display case for my cards that's coming from Amazon. So I'll have that up. Right now they're just kind of laying right there. And then I want to put something right up there too. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do yet.
Something red?
No, I just want to put something where those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you should put a photo of us, all 3 of us.
there's literally one of those that exists, and you have to
Which
call
I have
other
on my
people out.
board.
Well, all right.
It's over there.
Well, speaking of
right
which,
there.
let's. All right, Melissa, you're up.
All right. We've got the wall of fame over here. It's pretty much, if I've met you and you're a Kane YouTuber / one of my besties that I go to football games with, you're on this board. So you got me and Coop, Lex from Miami Flow, my tailgate crew over there. Shout out to the guys. You got Vish and Jazz when we were at the baseball game. And then the one picture of the three of us on this pod, which I had to crop. Sorry to everybody else that was in this photo. You got the quote of the day. If you know Spanish, that's the quote of the day. If you
I don't know. I know Spanish, but I still did not know that. So
we've got it's how is your gallbladder in Spanish. And then you've got the Chick-fil-A and Popeyes count. I'm currently ahead 3-2 thanks to Julian and Durand. And then moving on, you've got some Final Four merch. My buddy Nate sent me a commemorative ticket with my seat on it, section 631. So yeah, I was sitting in the nosebleeds. Our unofficial sponsor, Kingswear. Jeff from Kingswear, shout out to Jeff, gave me this flag that I was gonna hang up, but it's so freaking big. It would have literally taken up the entire wall. So I was like, I have to hang up something because he gave me free merch. So there's the shirt. You got some Adidas shoes right here, all the boosts. These are the new boosts that just came out. The other one says Hurricanes on it. These are the boosts. There you go. And then not in the picture yet, but about to be framed. I'm working on it. I have also, for my first round draft pick, I have a signed Jack McClinton t-shirt when they were honoring his jersey. So that will shortly be in a frame and be on the wall. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. That'll go out well on the podcast. So, all right. So I guess, the quote of the, I guess we should explain the quote a little bit. Apple juice. We're just hitting all the marks today. So the quote of the day is something you're going to do weekly, right? From this show.
Yeah, and it's usually going to be a reference to the previous pod. So we didn't have a pod last week, but the week before we were discussing how terrible my Spanish was. Because we were like, oh, we should do an interview in Spanish. And I was like, well, I really only know medical terms. And I was just like randomly like saying stuff. And I was like, oh, how's your gallbladder? And it was just stupid, but it was funny. So this is how you say, how is your gallbladder in Spanish? So that's the quote of the day.
Well, we got to make sure we throw some one-liners out here to give you some material.
And I also have our lovely sponsor, Prize Picks.
There you go. Melissa, I thought we just went through this. Maybe drop 7.
There's going to be more stuff that's coming to the wall. Things may change. So
it's not going to fit in frame.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're kind of full on covered it.
I'm literally in my bedroom. So like go a little bit this way. There's my bed. So there's only so much space that I have because I live in a 1-1 apartment in Miami. So this is literally a little corner of my bedroom, and I wish I could show it to make it like with perspective. But when I walk into my room, I have to walk to the right because the desk is literally right in the entrance. So
right, but even if you had more, like, more,
there's that's the door right there.
Are you stuck in there? Is there a way out?
No.
Yeah, I squeeze.
She's been door dashing Chick-fil-A every day.
Throw it up the window. I can't go.
There's a little space right here that I walk to and from. So I live in a very small apartment, so there's not a lot of space, but my back was killing me, so I had to figure it out. So to get into my room, it's a little tricky, but it's okay.
She literally has a bucket she throws out the window with a rope for the DoorDasher to put the food.
That would be a lot of rope considering I'm up high. I'm in a high rise, so I'm on the 14th floor.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So that's kind of impossible, but yeah, not if you're listening to this, you don't understand like the space arrangement here, but. There's not a lot of space. But the t-shirt blanket still makes it into the pod. See, it's right there on my bed. That's where it usually is. But I used to move it to put it on my couch for pods.
But I mean, that wouldn't matter anyway in terms of the size of the room, just because there's only so much you're gonna be able to get in frame anyway.
Yeah, it's just it's a matter of I literally have to like avoid stubbing my toe every time I walk in and out of my room because I have the desk. This desk used to be against the wall.
Sacrificing for the show.
Basically.
Gotta do it.
And then the only thing not in frame is my I always have to have a picture of me and mom, so that's on my desk. and I'm in a Kane shirt. But hi, Mom. Not that you're gonna watch this, but I have it. I have it there. So I always have,
Didn't you say she
reference.
occasionally tunes in though?
She might watch like the first 5 minutes. So we're 10 minutes in, so I don't think she's gonna get this far.
It's like puts in an effort out of like loyalty, but then realizes that this is boring.
Listen, she gives us a click. Canes today is also admiring Vish's setup. Vish also has a W setup. Canes today says.
I mean, this has been like this for a while, so this is not new.
Yeah, Vish is the most Miami out of all of us because he's talking about like Cafecito and.
I mean, the ones
you should have a quote of a day. You have the white boy too. So.
I mean, that's your bit, though. I'm not stealing your bit.
Well, I sort of stole your bit. I don't know.
What do you mean? In what way?
Well, with the names thing.
Oh, like, that's for the community. That I do not own.
For the community.
Yes, we like players with cool names. We don't have to apologize for that.
Did you guys vote in my poll on Twitter?
You got to be more specific than that. What was the?
I posted a question last night because I want to put a Final Four photo like blown up right here. So I was trying to decide which Final Four photo to do. If I should just do like the marquee or do like me and standing in front of the marquee. Because I was like, is that weird just to post a picture, like put a picture of myself on my wall? Like that's strange. So far the nighttime one with me in it is winning. Last I checked.
Why is that strange for you to put a picture of yourself on the wall when it's at like an event?
I don't know. I was just trying to get people's opinions because it doesn't. The daytime one is weird because there's a whole bunch of people walking in the background. So I was like, I don't know about that. The nighttime one's good, except you don't have NRG Stadium on it. That's cut off, so you only see the rest of the marquee. Oh, that's what Canes today was talking about. Okay. Was what photo? I have not decided yet. I'm gonna take the Twitter poll into account, but at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna just do what I think is best. Actually, I'll probably just ask my mom.
This is the whole thing. Like, what should I buy next? And we told you a microphone, and then the poll even said microphone, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna get
a screen. Yeah. Actually, Vish talked me out of the microphone. Just
yes, yeah. We had a side chat
because I was gonna get a microphone. We were texting. Sorry, Matt, you're not in that text. Because he texted
it was more. I got techno geeky on her a little bit and was like, "Well, where are you spending your money? Like, what is your computer? Is it going to be able to drive like a high quality microphone?" And the answer is no. She's got an old Mac. And then also,
the next thing I'm going to buy is a new battery for my computer because it's like for the last year has said like it needs to be repaired. So like if I let it drop past 70%, it just dies.
Yeah, so she doesn't necessarily have the hardware for some of that. So
yeah,
we talked through that a little bit, and also like our StreamYard setup is not like if you're recording locally, all that stuff makes a huge difference. This is going out over the internet, so like how much bandwidth do you have on your internet like impacts the whole thing. So
honestly, the next thing I might buy is a new computer.
I mean, then that becomes a game changer. We got to revisit this mic discussion and everything else. Yeah, you have better hardware. But
no, it's just. I mean, I bought this after I finished. I bought this computer in 2017, and it's great for just like chilling. Like I had my other Mac for 11 years. Like they last forever. But I kind of went cheapo on this one when I bought it because I didn't think I would use it for a lot, and now I'm using my computer more and more for things. So I might want to update it anyway. So. After everybody sees all of my shoes, which you can't even see all of them. I got the Supernovas down here too.
Yeah, I mean, you could have not bought all those shoes and had a new computer.
Well, in my defense, I've bought these over the years. Like these were the original Ultra Boosts that came out like years ago. So, and then I was telling the guys I have a little cabinet down here, and that's where I store all of my postseason shirts. They have their own separate closet.
I have a little storage area for all my Zoa drinks. I'm just
keeping this fresh in the packaging. I have one that I wear, and then I have a second one that I'm.
See, like this money could all go into a computer budget. You have two of everything.
Actually, the reason why I have two of those shirts is because I originally bought it from Kingswear, and when they got their shipment in, the extra smalls didn't come in, so they refunded me. So then I ended up buying it off of Adidas. And then a couple of weeks later, they messaged me like, "Oh, hey, the extra smalls came in late. Do you want one?" And I didn't want to not buy one because I mean, Jeff made me feel guilty that I bought the new boosts from Adidas and not from them when I was in the store the other week. So I bought another shirt just because I was like,
again, that money could go to your new computer. All of that.
I just bought an Inter Miami jersey, not a messy one, just like a regular blank no number one. It's pretty sick.
Again. I don't even think you've ever watched soccer before, or at least it's certainly not in your top 5 sports.
I watched the World Cup. I watched the World Cup. I don't usually watch MLS, but now we have like one of the greatest players in the world.
The women's game is at 3 a.m. on Tuesday. It's gonna be brutal. It's actually not that bad for Matt.
I'm working my second job tomorrow night, so that money can go towards a new computer.
All right. Well, let me know when you're gonna buy one. I'll let you know what to get.
What is everybody drinking today? I mean, I got Mott's.
Well, hold on. Matt mentioned something. I didn't want to lose the thread of this. I heard you. I don't know what the hell you said though. You have a fridge or something for something. What did you say when Melissa was?
Oh no, I have a little area right here. I mean, I have a mini fridge down here, but you can't see it. No, I have my my Zoa energy drinks.
What is that? Like, do you know what this is? I don't know.
It's an energy drink.
No, but what is Zoa? Like, what? I've never heard of this.
It's a energy drink from The Rock. You never heard of it?
No. Should I have? Melissa, how out of touch am I here?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me grab it.
Celsius is the thing down here. So look at Matt's fancy chair.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't want your back problems.
Also, shout out to Matt for actually wearing a Miami shirt for the pod today.
Oh, thank you. Never seen these before? They just got new packaging, but
is this the new NIL deal that The Rock is doing? Is that part of it?
Yeah.
Cam
Kitchens, baby.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of this, so I don't know.
Everybody's your guy. Have you met Cam Kitchens?
I had him on our show last time. Yeah, I have a good relationship with him. He's cool.
I find it so insane that Matt's the only one that didn't go to Miami, but he literally knows every player.
I don't know every player, not for football. The two that I talk to the most are X and Cam Kitchens.
There you go. I was gonna say I have him on the show, but this isn't a football pod, so never mind.
I mean, Cam. I mean, I'm sure they know the basketball guys. I don't know.
It's a running joke that every time Matt tells me he's met up with a player, I always say, "Oh, does he want to come on the show?"
If Cam wants to come on our football show, I think we could squeeze him in. So we have room for
squeeze him in.
We have room for all Americans. I mean, Blue does tend to talk a lot, but yeah, I think we can get him in there. That's actually crazy that Blue's even on our show, but anyway.
Blue loved Cam coming out of high school.
Blue is like more famous than any of our players. That's nuts. But anyway, all right. So I know Melissa's drinking the apple juice. You're actively drinking. She asked the question, "What are you drinking?" So, are you drinking that Zoa right now, or
no? That's a
Canes today says get messy on here.
I mean,
that's
we would break format for that.
we would.
Let me.
But I think the Inter Miami portion of this network would be.
Oh no! Screw that! If we could somehow swing Messi, we're not giving that one up.
What would happen if like someone was just watching the show and suddenly we just had Messi on one week? Like
they would think they would think it's a deep fake or something. There's no way anyone would believe it's really him.
I mean, that would be the pod to speak Spanish on.
I don't think he speaks English. I don't think we'd have a choice. Why would he speak English? Argentina, Spain, France.
Yeah.
When would he have picked up English? So Matt, what are you drinking then? Melissa asked again.
Just Arrowhead water, man.
Arrowhead water.
Yeah.
What is Okay.
Not
is Arrowhead
water? Cup.
It's a California thing, bro.
Is it? And we know you got the Mott's. Yeah, it's
bro.
Bro is definitely
100% spring water, baby. Let's go.
No, Zephyr Hills is in Florida.
I mean, what do you got on tap today?
I got water, and then I've been drinking this, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. It's a zero sugar sweet tea.
There you go, Gold Peak.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Miami shirt, Vish?
I am wearing a Miami Sound Machine shirt, so I don't know if that counts. Shout out to alumna Gloria Stefan. But
so Vish is not wearing a Cane shirt.
I'm not wearing a Cane shirt. That's for damn sure.
For those listening to the pod and that are so wanting to know what hoodie I'm wearing my formal hoodie today. Because I wanted to debut the setup.
When debut the setup, you gotta dress up for it.
Right. It's also my favorite hoodie, so I thought, why not? Before we get into actual basketball, should we rep our sponsor?
Yes, let's do that. You got it? Or you want me to?
I'll go. That's fine. So, as you all know, we're sponsored by PrizePicks. So head over to prizepicks.com. Enter the offer code FIVE. That's 5 as in 5 national championships, or our network, 5 Reason Sports, And we'll match up to your first $100. Basically, what you do is you pick 2 to 5 players, you bet over under on their stats, and if you get it right, you win. So prizepicks.com, it's over here on my board in case you forget. Offer code 5, do your thing.
Do your thing. I don't think you're allowed to just make up slogans for them.
Huh? I don't know. It's not a slogan. I just say something different
Prize
every time.
picks, just do it.
No, don't say that.
He's got all right. Everyone behave. K-State's got us on a big screen, so I don't know what we look like, but keep it together.
Oh,
Oh God, why would you do that?
I mean, I know this hoodie looks good on a big screen. So
All right, we're gonna talk basketball, or what are we doing here?
There's not a ton to talk about, but they did have a press conference.
Well, the team's going to France. I feel like that's
the team's going to France, but nothing's happened yet. But Jim Larinaga spoke to the media, as did Chris Watson and Bensley Joseph. Vish, you were there?
I mean, it was Zoom, but yeah, I attended.
Yeah, he attended. So a lot of interesting things were said. Vish, what was one thing that caught your attention?
I would say the most newsworthy thing is something we've been talking about quite a bit, which is we have extra scholarships. Are we going to use them? Mm-hmm. And Coach L said they're still looking to use them. They have 2 scholarships left. So
who would you like to not necessarily a person, but a position?
I mean, we need bigs. It's got to be a power forward or center. I mean, that's we don't really need help with the other positions.
Yeah.
And
so because basically our front court right now is Norchad, and then you've got AJ Casey, who was a true freshman last year who didn't get a lot of minutes, and then an incoming freshman in Michael Nwoko. So that is our rotation currently for the front court.
Matt's always got the sirens going. It's Matt. we know this by now.
Dude, it's like 100 degrees up here, so I have to have the windows open. I'm sorry.
No air conditioning?
No air conditioning.
There's literally a vent right here that blows on me when it's on, so it's actually very comfortable right now.
Well, yeah, we're going to get to that, Canes, today.
Yeah, Canes today.
I had a reaction to that.
I was like, but yeah. I know Matt was combing through the transfer portal website.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Was there anyone that caught your eye, Matt?
Yeah, there was a lot of people. No, I'm just kidding.
It's slim pickings at this point. Slim pick. We basically need someone to get thrown out of school. That's what we need.
I mean, yeah, we need someone. Yeah, just decides to leave. Right now, I think Vish would agree because he took a look at the transfer portal as well. Like all the people still remaining. It's a lot of guys that would be like, in my opinion, end of rotation guys. Maybe not specifically end of rotation because, maybe they can compete for the backup big position. But there's not a lot of names out there. You had to scroll all the way down. I think it was the top 150 players in the portal, and we were down at like 110, 120.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah, and you get to the point where you're like, is this person even going to make a significant contribution where we want to throw a scholarship at them?
Yeah, I watched film on 2 of the guys, and wasn't, first of all, there's kind of a lack of film, but I wasn't overly impressed. I think, if you bring a guy as like a depth piece, that's one thing. But I think we're kind of hoping
I think that's probably where we're at, right? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't want people to think like, oh yeah, 6 man. Like, no, this is like 8.
No, this is. I mean, let's be realistic here, right? So we got Norchad, we got AJ Casey, and we got Nwoko, and that is really it in terms of bigs. Now, we got very lucky; no one got injured last year. But Norchad does chronically get in foul trouble. Like, we are paper thin to the point of next tall guy, just bring him in, honestly. So you have someone that can get on the court if you have to, because right now the situation is so different because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I wasn't expecting us to make such a deep run and make the Final Four. So now we have these higher expectations because we've had that taste of success. So now we're kind of questioning everything. Whereas last year, I was just excited to get Nigel Pack in, and Wong decided to stay. We were keeping some guys. I was like, all right, this is a great year. We'll make the tourney. But other than that, what just beeped? Right, but That was my
I don't
phone.
even know what that was.
That was my
was
phone.
it? Okay.
But,
I was like, is there a battery dying somewhere?
No, it's not. It's not your decrepit computer. The thing is, but last year, even if you look at the roster, right, we had Norchad, we had Walker, and then we had Favor Air, we had AJ Casey. Now we didn't know if any of those guys could play or not, but there was bodies. We don't have. We
That's
are very
true.
close to
No, that's
Cleveland
true.
playing center at times right now. Like that's how thin we
Yeah.
are. Like that's not going to work.
Canes, today you're correct. We have 2 scholarships left because we brought in Paul Jobet.
Yeah, he was the last one that we brought in. I think that the other thing is Coach L said he was looking to use them, so I think that was kind of the news because we kind of had done the math before and knew we had some scholarships left, but he did kind of say we're still looking in there, and he did mention that he wanted Harlan Beverly to stay, but he chose to leave, which
I mean, you can't really blame Harlan because he's going to probably start at Wichita State. He wasn't starting here. And I think he only has a year of eligibility left.
Well, I mean, you wonder what Coach L's plans were for him here. There is, we don't really know who's going to start for sure. We know Cleveland is, and we know Nigel is, and we know Wooga
you assume Nigel, Wooga, Cleveland, and Norchad. The question is who is that 5th starter? Is it Bensley Joseph? Are we running small, like really small ball? Or do we start Chris Watson, who's like, what, 6'6"?
He's 6'7", and
6'7".
And Coach L also talked about his rebounding ability and how he could play in the paint. But this is all coping mechanism. We just don't have anyone.
I still have PTSD from when we were told that Anthony Walker has become a phenomenal 3-point shooter. So I'm taking everything.
I think you were exaggerating what the quote was. I don't think it was phenomenal was ever used. I think that was a let's call it literary license you took.
Well, every time I try to remember it, it changes. But
I mean, he took his 3-pointers. He shot them.
Yeah.
I think he
I'm
made
gonna
like
watch
2
Indiana
all
next
season.
year and kind of just laugh.
They're not gonna let him take a 3. I guarantee they'll bench him the second he shoots one.
Well, he made one against them.
Wait, did he make one in that game?
Yeah, I thought it was that game.
No, it was against Houston. He made one against Houston. He did not make one against.
Oh, it was Houston.
It's bad that we can remember. Like he shot what? Must have shot at least 10.
Yeah, we're gonna remember the
I
ones
think he was
made,
2 for 10.
There weren't that many.
No, in the NCAA tournament. I mean, he only made one in the
tournament.
I think Norchad had a better percentage than he did.
No,
okay, hold on.
But yeah, I guess Melissa, to my point, I'm not so sure Harlan Beverly wouldn't have been in that 5th starter mix. Also,
he could have been.
It's not a certainty that Bensley or Chris Watson would have started in front of him. But
I mean, if you're asking me, my preference is for Watson to start because of height, and also I think Watson has will develop and has a better ability to create his own offense.
He was 3 for 24.
Yeah, for the wait, no, he was
Walker.
No, he shot more than that. Hold on,
we're going back and forth here. I'm getting lost.
I feel like he shot.
Kings today says Walker was just a bust.
Okay, that's 12.5%, Vish. That's pretty bad.
I thought he shot more attempts than that. I knew the 3 makes. That one I knew. I had that filed away.
Listen, Walker was just a bust to me. Could totally be a quote for next week. Should I write that down?
Look, man, we're not going to dictate how you do the quote thing.
Yeah, that's your thing.
And you don't tell us it.
I got my University of Miami School of Nursing and Health Studies pen. I found this when I was cleaning this desk out to use for
the goal with the quote is we show up next week and there's just a quote there and we have no idea what you're going to put. So don't give it away.
Okay.
But I mean Walker was, I would say,
to me,
I don't even know bust because I don't know what his prospects were. He was frustrated.
I don't know what is. He's not a true center either, though. What is his true position?
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the problem.
He wasn't playing his position either.
No, but I mean, he was playing power forward.
And then he was trying to be a stretch forward, which he was failing at miserably.
He probably should have been a small forward, but he can't shoot.
What did Walker do at Miami? He spelled Norchad. That was his job.
I mean, he played defense, did some rebounding.
He played defense, yeah.
It was the mental lapses on both sides of the ball. That was why he couldn't get more minutes. Eventually, the longer you play him, something's going to go really wrong.
I think he had a lot of trouble because our offense was so free flowing and he didn't really understand the spacing as well. I think if he played somewhere where, you're running an actual offense and you have different things going on, he'd have more success, but that's not really Indiana either. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but I wish him the best.
I was more sad to see Harlan go. And that's just my opinion.
I think Harlan would have contributed more this season.
I think
Harlan contributed more last season too. So I mean,
well, I don't think
I was really rooting for him because he came back from injury and all that, and he really worked to come back. So
I would say though, given the current makeup of the roster, we could use Walker more than Beverly right now. Like, I mean,
just have a body.
Yeah, we don't have people. Like, look at the people.
Yeah,
I mean,
our front court is.
Matt didn't mention any names here. He threw some names over the fence in our chat there, and no.
There was a guy from Texas Tech that kind of was a role player.
I saw that guy and I was like, that's a real school. Maybe that's the move. But
it's a real school.
No, because some of these guys are like, wait, they had played basketball at this place? Like, it is slim pickings out there now. It is not a good time to try and like get.
Who was the guy? What was the guy
Texas
from Utah's name?
It's my second favorite school after Miami. So
why Texas Tech?
That's where my dad went.
Okay.
So I'm a Red Raider by relation.
Okay.
Don't say I'm a Red Raider. Maybe that should be the quote for next week.
I said by relation.
Take it out of context.
A lot of my family went to Texas Tech, so I'm like the black sheep because I didn't go to a school in Texas. Like there's like multiple people that
live there. You're not from there. Why would you go there?
One of my cousins went to Houston. My brother went to Rice. My cousin who just got married, married a TCU grad. So there's a lot of Texas.
The problem is your brother, not you. You two, because you grew up in South Florida. Why is your brother going to Rice?
Because he wanted to get far away from me and my mom. I don't know. He moved to Australia after.
That's understandable. But he set the expectation for you to go to Texas to go school.
He went to Rice because he said the Ivy Leagues were too nerdy.
I mean, did he not visit Rice and see that it was the same thing?
No, I don't know.
Anyway, I don't think there should be any expectation for someone born in New Mexico who grew up in South Florida to go to a school in Texas. So
it's a very odd relationship.
So the kid from Kentucky is the one that went back to Kentucky, right?
Yeah, Antonio Reeves or the center. They had a
center that went in and then withdrew and went back to Kentucky.
It's because Oscar Sheboy decided to go pro, so he went back to
when is the portal closed?
I think it's closed for entering it, but you can still sign.
No, because like now they're doing like summer workouts and stuff, so I'm curious to see if like someone who maybe hasn't entered the portal yet realizes like, oh, I'm far on the depth chart, maybe
I don't think you can enter it anymore. I think it's because wasn't it what we were talking like 60 or 90 days after the season ended or whatever.
So the only way we could get someone who's not currently in the portal is if they graduate this summer.
Yeah, grad transfers can still, which actually that's the market.
I honestly think that's our best bet because you use a scholarship, but then it's only 1 year and you still got room.
You want to go sit on the bench of the ACC?
We did make a top 5 for a 2024 kid, like a 5-star. He's like ranked in the top 10 in like ESPN. I forgot his name. I have to look it up, but I probably should have looked it up before I mentioned it. I sent it in the group text. It's there. Haynes today says, I've been looking at UCLA transfer Mac Etienne.
So I actually asked resident Californian here, Matt, about him earlier today. Did not get a response. I'm not a fan. But I mean, he's still
good name though.
He's still available.
We talked about him already.
Yeah, but he's a good name.
Did we?
He's still available. He's
the guy that spit on an Arizona fan.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about this. We recruited him out of high school.
So why is this so why is this not a market opportunity then? Rehabilitation story.
I mean,
he can sit down with whoever replaced Jim Nance before the Final Four game. They'll have this redemption story. So you spit on this fan that I don't know what was going on, man.
I want to know why he spit on the fan.
I prayed a lot on it. I got better. I came to Miami for a fresh start, and now I'm in the Final Four. Come on, you can see this happening. It's set up for Hollywood.
For Hollywood, yeah, because Hollywood cares about Mac ETN, right?
I'm saying, man,
It's a great. I do like his name though, Mac.
These human
That's
interest,
a good name.
these human interest stories. It's his redemption arc. He goes to like the most storied basketball program in history.
6'10", 235 pounds.
Spits on a fan, gets thrown out, ends up in Miami, ends up in the Final Four. I mean, yeah, no, I mean at this point, I would take him, but I know Matt thinks he sucks.
I didn't say I think he sucks.
Yeah, you said he thinks he sucks in the same way that Coach L said Anthony Walker had a phenomenal 3-point shot. Basically, it's the same thing. same exaggeration, other direction.
I mean,
I think bad fit, right? And I think more seriously, I think your main concern there is he's not the type to just be a body because he's disruptive. So it's kind of like if you're going to bring him in, you better understand he's going to have to play or it's going to be a problem. So where does he play? How many minutes are you giving him? That kind of stuff. He's not a guy who's going to sit on the bench, be depth, and come in when someone's in foul trouble. He's going to need a role. And you don't think he fits our team well enough to do that.
I think our chemistry has been so good, like adding someone that can kind of disrupt that. Like, I don't know how that would really go. It's not like he's this, renowned player that's in the portal. I think there's other rotation bigs that are probably on par with him. So that's what I would say. He was on UCLA, but I mean, he didn't really play that much.
But I mean, in terms of, all right, so our Kansas State's doing the work for us. John Olmstead, Arizona State transfer.
I don't.
John Olmstead.
So, I honestly
sounds like one of your guys, Matt.
I haven't looked at portal names in a bit, so.
Yeah, John Olmstead was not someone I.
Well, let's do some live Googling, get a read on him.
I just got totally distracted because someone just commented on one of my tweets, and I think they're reading it wrong, and so they're like getting a little like.
I think he I think
me, and I'm like,
Yeah, he went to Montana State.
So I'm gonna just assume he wasn't a Miami caliber player.
Montana State.
Yeah. They say they expect him to come off the bench as their backup center. So
at Montana State.
No, I'm just joking.
I was like, what the?
I mean, I can see that some of these guys in the portal, you're looking at like. I mean, I don't think that's D1, but that's who's available now. Like, I mean, it's not. Yeah. You're not going to get some kind of.
You're not interested in Messiah Jones?
I mean, the name I am. I threw that. That was my name. I threw that in there. I mean,
I know.
If you're going to take a shot at someone, might as well be named Messiah, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah.
That literally, when we start talking about transfer portal players in our group text, like Vish just starts throwing out like, oh, look at this name, like this.
There were some good names in there too, but a lot of them are taken already. Like they're out of their schools.
You didn't like any of my names that I provided in there.
I mean, there weren't good names. They were just there was a common thread.
Did we like the name Matthew Cleveland? Were you a fan of that name or? I
mean, it's a solid name, but it doesn't. It's not one of those move the needle names. Fortunately, he can actually play basketball, so that was that sold me. That sold me. Yes.
If you're not a good basketball player and you're going to be on our team, at least have a good name. Like Anthony Walker, I mean, it's kind of boring, and he couldn't shoot threes. Like if he had a good name, it at least we could have like fun with it. But
yeah, it is fun being in an arena with a bunch of like neutral fans and yelling "Wooga" really loud. Those are fun times. Like you need that.
Yeah. You need like you remember Scoochie Smith? Like those are the names.
Okay.
Wait, that was the name of a player?
You don't know? Are you guys seriously don't know Scoochie Smith?
Is this another Keith Stone thing?
God.
No, this is not a hurricane.
No. Oh no, this isn't a hurricane.
Okay.
No, you don't remember him from Dayton? Dude was a March legend. Scoochie.
Do we remember some guy named Scoochie Smith from Dayton? No, we don't. I'm sorry, man.
Wow. Oh my god, that's a great name, but no, I've never heard of Scoochie Smith.
You've never heard of Scoochie? Oh. Wow. I'm disappointed. I thought
Nigel Pack is a fantastic name, and the meme with your seasons over pack your bleep up is just so good.
Yeah, that meme is a lot.
That thing is awesome. I'm so happy we get to run that back this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the Isaiah Wong ones. They're probably not appropriate to say, but
the Wong knocks.
There's your quote for next week.
Matt, they're probably not appropriate to say, Melissa. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Honestly, this said the F word like 5 times during the Scott show.
I was
so. If he can say the F word, I can say Wong Dong. Okay?
I was sleep deprived heavily.
Remember, it's in the intro. I have no shame. Although I don't have Chick-fil-A ice, but
that's true. It is.
I didn't have Chick-fil-A today, so
people were warned in the intro. There is no shame. Actually, speaking of Wooga, Kane State brought it up earlier. So Coach L had some high praise to the point where he says he expects him to be kind of on what Zay's level was junior year.
That is really, really tough to put on a kid. You're saying he's going to play like the ACC Player of the Year. Now, I think Wooga has a very, very high ceiling, and I don't think we've seen everything that he's going to accomplish at Miami. But I'm not ready to be like, oh yeah, he's going to be the next Isaiah Wong or compete to that level quite yet, because that's really, really high expectations for somebody. This is my opinion.
Matt?
Yeah, I think the two-way potential for him, because I remember that game against Drake, man. He did a really good job against what was his name? Tucker DeFries?
The coach's son, right?
Yeah, the coach's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that we really saw. For me, it was, it's the consistency on offense. I think that Isaiah Wong at the same point in his Miami career was a much more well-rounded player on offense. I know that Coach L had said something about, maybe Wooga handling the ball. I would say that's something where he could improve at. He had some problems with turnovers. He had one of the higher turnover rates on the team. A lot of his points were, coming off that off the dribble, the mid-range jumper. I'd like to see him have some more moves to like actually attack the basket, because I think Isaiah Wong, that's something he did really well.
Wong can create his own offense.
Yeah, Wong can create his own offense. I think that that Wooga kind of, it's going to be different when you lose the ACC Player of the Year. There's a lot more pressure on you on offense, right? He's going to be looked at to do more. So it's kind of, how is he going to respond to that? I was kind of surprised, though, to hear Coach L say that.
He also mentioned that Wooga's defense is improving even more than what it was last year. And
yeah.
I thought his defense got very, very good.
Yeah, I think he's going to be
I think he's going to be one of our best defenders. But
that's why.
I think he's going to be the best defender in the conference. I think he could be the best defender in the conference.
And that's why the comp was kind of weird. They're not the same type of player.
Mm-mm.
Like no, he's not going to like do what Juan did offensively, but he's a better defender, and it was a weird.
I think if he's like saying like, oh, if he's going to make another jump at that level,
I don't think he's got it in him to be again. From a style standpoint, they're not the same type of player.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to like do that turnaround baseline fade jumper that Wong was like 100% on. Like, that's not even like, what are we?
No, but
different types of players.
If he can improve his 3-point game and his mid-range game, I think like that mid-range jump shot, like these little pull-ups could be his thing, but he's not going to be that explosive guy like Wong. Like, I mean,
but there's different
some of the best basketball players in college basketball couldn't make some of those shots that Wong was making.
Right, but, and that was his game.
Defensively, I think he's going to make that type of impact that Wong made on offense, but I think he's going to make more of an impact on defense.
So let me ask you this question, because I think we agree that regardless of who comes in, they're probably not going to be the best player on the team, right? Like that. Where exactly do we run our offense through? Like, it's Nigel pulling up from half court, and then
I think Matthew Cleveland is someone that can create his own stuff, create his own offense. From what Larinaga was saying, Norchad's been working on his offensive game, his 3-point shooting, his mid-range shooting. I think some more of the offense might go through him. But I don't think you're going to have what we had last year, where it was kind of like Isaiah and Jordan kind of being those guys to create offense. I don't think we're going to have one player that's going to be that guy. I think everyone's going to do a little bit of everything to make the offense work.
I agree with that too. I would say Nigel takes a step up. I already told. I mean, I've said this. Can't remember how long ago it was, but I think he's going to be top 5 in the ACC in scoring. Just
I
because
think you
of
said it on the pod.
Yeah, I think I've said it on the pod. I think he's going to be top 5 in scoring just because of how comfortable he looked towards the end of the season. I think Norchad takes a huge step up in terms of actually looking for him to score. A lot of his points were off hustle, off defense, and whatnot, off offensive rebounds. I think we're going to see more designed, ISO plays for him and whatnot. But I mean, from there, I think Wooga takes a step up too. I think it's just kind of everyone, but I would say Nigel Pack first and foremost. But
and maybe keep an extra pair of his shoes on the bench next time.
I will point out that even when his shoe exploded, Coach L did not feel that Wooga was capable of being on the court. So go from that, he benched him very early in the second half and refused to put him back in.
I mean, I'm not to speak for you guys, but I think that our performance in the Final Four was probably the worst game we played all season. Like, as a whole. Obviously, the second half versus FSU was terrible too, but as a whole of 2 halves, I think that was the worst we looked all season, the most uncomfortable. Like, it was like the lights were too big for them. I mean, credit to UConn. They played great, but we looked terrible that game.
We did, but I guess with all that being said, he still, very early in the second half, benched Wooga and did not put him back in the game. And when Nigel's shoe exploded, he went to Beverly. And I think, it's a pretty big leap from that to, this guy's Wong now. I mean, I feel there's some stretching here. I don't, and you mentioned that Watson and Bensley Joseph also talked on this Zoom press conference, and Watson said the team has the potential to be better than last year. I don't want to be pessimist. I don't see it.
Well, I mean, we'll point out that I don't think anyone had the expectations for us to make the Final Four last year. I mean, even I had us losing in the Sweet 16 in my brackets.
Yeah, that was your fault. So that was your problem. At that point, you should have known better. We already had won the ACC. What were you doing, Melissa?
What were you
doing?
When I filled out my brackets, we didn't know a lot about Norchad's ankle injury.
Come on.
And in my defense,
you got to go down with the ship.
We don't beat Drake without Norchad. We don't beat any of those teams without Norchad.
I mean, Drake was just a complete talk about. I mean, that was one of our worst performances of the year too. We just went full court press. They kept turning it over at the end, and we stole that game.
Honestly, their big man torched Norchad.
Yeah, I don't think it really.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really interested to see how these sophomores that didn't really play, and Jakai, though I think it's his 3rd year, Jakai, but how they step up. So AJ Casey, Chris Watson, Jakai Robinson, I'm interested to see what kind of leap they take after being in the system for a year. I know Coach Meyer on the women's team talks a lot about that freshman to sophomore leap. And it'd be interesting to see how those 3 have developed, and maybe we see one of them make a Jasmine Roberts type contribution.
Matt, I guess the overall question is, and we're going to talk about AJ and his not having a plan on offense in a minute, but I guess how does this team actually end up? Because we lost the 2 big ones are Wong and Miller, but we also lost some depth across the board. We're down 2 scholarship players right now because we haven't replaced everyone. How is this version of Miami better than last year's? And obviously the tournament's a crapshoot, so I think you could lose the first game and be the best team in the country, and you could, I know Purdue has become famous for yakking games in the tournament, but they dominated all year and then lost to a team that didn't even really actually make it to the tournament, but got in because of a disqualification, and then so that can happen in the tournament. It's not even talking about
Dickinson.
I'm not even talking about getting to the Final Four or whatever, because stuff happens, but really just being a better overall team.
It's about all these young guys, contributing at a high level and improving a lot. I think that some of the true freshmen would have to make an instant impact as well. I don't know. it's funny because you hear that the potential to be even better or whatever. I mean, there's also the potential that we are terrible and we don't make the tournament. You know what I mean? You never know with college basketball.
Coach L's also proven he can take a team to the Elite Eight with basically a starting 5. So, and nobody else 2 years ago, for example. So, I mean,
but one injury
is possible.
Yeah, I mean, but one injury and
yeah, that's true. But you could have said that about that year. I mean, we barely made the tournament as a 10 seed, and we got to the Elite Eight, and we're winning at halftime in that Elite Eight game. So, I mean, and that was literally with just the starting 5 and like Wooga coming off the bench as a freshman.
But
we don't really even have a starting 5 right now. We don't know what our starting 5 is right now, right?
I mean, we have a starting 5. We just don't know who that 5th person is going to be between 2 people.
Yes, but
it's not like we don't have anybody.
Yeah, but again, so it's important to note that starting 5 includes playing a wing player at power forward because we don't even have anyone on the roster.
Yeah, but we've been doing that.
We have not. Jordan Miller is a college power forward. Matthew Cleveland is a college small forward that we're going to shove into the power forward position because we don't have any players there.
I like Matthew Cleveland, but he is not what Jordan Miller was for us on defense.
He's not. He's not going to play that role.
We're going to have to score 100 points every game. But the other thing is, as much as like that Elite Eight run was great, like you said, we barely made the tournament that year. And that, I mean,
all you had to do was make it, and then you never know. Everybody's 0-0 once the tournament starts.
Right. That's fine. But I think we're more talking about how are we better as a team, because the tournament's always I mean, the team that lost to Loyola was better than that team that made the Elite Eight. That happens. That's the tournament. But how do we actually improve?
This is why it's just speculation. I mean,
I'm just saying, one of the players in the team said that we're going to be better next year, and I'm not really seeing it right now.
Well, it's okay to talk game and be confident. And I mean, we don't know what's going on in practice. It did kind of concern me when Coach L was talking about how AJ Casey doesn't know what he's
speaking of
doing
AJ
on
Casey. All right, we're gonna hold on. Let's shelve this because I gotta bring this up immediately.
It brings back Chris Likes memories.
Matt,
what?
Canes today doesn't know about the conversation.
The Matt Chris Likes obsession.
Chris Likes is my guy. Okay. He's the most my guy out of my guys. Okay.
Why? Because you can post him up that way?
It's messed up, man.
It's factual.
Wow. Well, any chance of us ever getting him on the show is now gone.
I'm not. What do you get him on the show? Why would we have him on the show? He sold out our school. Went to Arkansas. This was not a Harlan Beverly situation. He quit in the middle of the season. It's just like, what are we talking about? He's not that he would come on our show, but like, we're not having someone like that on the show.
Apparently, my sarcasm.
Yo, Chris, don't involve me in anything this guy is saying. You're still my guy. Shout out.
I don't think Chris is gonna be watching a Miami basketball pod, especially after what Vish has just said. So
bring it on, man. Bring it on.
No, not that. What you like? What you're saying? Like, because of the stuff, like the story behind it all. Like, I don't think he's gonna be watching. I'm getting a ton of Twitter notifications, and it's like,
I can't believe you even have your notifications on. But anyway, all right, AJ Casey. So Melissa, you referenced to Coach L's comments on how he's working on his offensive game, and you want to elaborate on the things he needs to work on?
Like having a plan. He basically, what did he say? Like, oh, AJ, he needs to develop a plan because like when he gets the ball, he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, I forget the exact comment, but it was a little bit worrisome for me considering that we're kind of looking at him as like our backup center and going to get significant minutes, that he doesn't have an offensive game at all. Like, I know Matt had said once, like in high school, he was great, like in the post and all of these things. So the potential is there, but I'm hoping that his game IQ and things like that will kind of develop through this offseason and into the fall, so that we don't have a huge drop in productivity when we bring him in.
Yeah, well, he was one of the best finishers in the class, like in his high school class. But I mean, the truth of the matter is he's 6'8". He's kind of in that tweener, position of like, is he a wing or is he an actual big?
Is he only 6'8"?
Yeah, and that's why I was going to touch on this. But when you said backup center, I mean, he's a 3-4.
I thought he was just on the side at like 6'9".
No, he's
6'8". He's a 3/4 that we're playing at 5 because of our lack of height.
Yeah.
So, do we get one person above 7 feet? Probably not.
No. Well, I think he's asking, do we have one above 7 feet? And we don't.
No. Who's the tallest player on the team?
I'm looking up the roster right now.
Nwoko, probably, right?
Yeah, Nwoko 6'9".
AJ Casey is listed at 6'9".
He's not 6'9".
He's 6'9",
213. Norchad 6'7", 248.
Oh, we know what Norchad made this thing going to camp, so we know he's like 6'4".
AJ's 6'9" and I'm 6'1", so.
Bensley's listed at 6'2", and Nigel's listed at 6 feet.
Nigel's not 6 feet either, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm less worried about that. But
I wouldn't look at those ESPN ones.
This is on like the Hurricanes website.
Yeah, so subtract 3 inches based off of what we found out when these kids left here and went and got measured professionally.
Yeah.
We have a lot of wings.
Yeah, Nwoko's the tallest player on the team, but yeah, we don't even have.
Although Elle said that Nwoko's gonna play a role.
Of course he is.
Because who else is?
They can walk around campus, just find a tall dude. He's gonna have to play a role. Like, I mean, that's where we're at.
But can we just talk about how Coach L said this about AJ Casey, that he needs to have a plan on offense? Why didn't we hear this with Anthony Walker? Like, I hate to go back to Anthony Walker.
Anthony had a plan. He was going to shoot that three-pointer.
We talk about Anthony Walker more than people that are still on the team.
I love Anthony Walker. Anthony Walker tried so hard and had such a great attitude.
He trained his ass off.
And I cannot fault that man. And he did have a plan on offense.
He would have just stopped shooting threes.
I mean, he did have a plan, and he executed it, and the ball never went in. But you knew what he was going to. I mean, we can't say he didn't have a plan when we knew what he was going to do before he got the ball. That's a plan, and that's a consistent.
And Vish, too, to your point, I think that he's the type of guy that, like, basketball is a reactionary sport, right? Like, if you move your foot this way, I'm going to attack this foot, right? He's the kind of guy that, like, I'm just going to do this move. Like, he already has it in his head. I'm going to do this. And then it doesn't work. And you know what I mean?
Anthony
Walker, you can say a lot of things about his offensive game. He had a plan.
To miss threes.
To attempt them.
Canes today wants to know if any of us are going to the Miami versus Kentucky game. I'm not planning on going. My away game trip will hopefully be when we play Colorado at Barclays in December. I don't know about you guys.
I'm waiting till we join the Big Ten and I can go see us play against
for those
UCLA and USC.
Miami used to do the ACC Big Ten Challenge. It's now the ACC SEC Challenge. So we are, much to the chagrin of Kentucky fans who don't think we're worthy enough to play them, we are playing Kentucky in the ACC SEC Challenge this year.
Yeah, they're lucky we chose to play them. They should be honored.
They're like, we should be playing Duke or Carolina. I was like, Carolina didn't even make the tournament.
I mean, they're a football school too, aren't they? Kentucky? They're not even a basketball school.
So, but it's funny you bring up the Big Ten because I've been in discussions all day long about conference realignment, and everyone always refers to football.
Before we pivot, just to fully answer his question, it's hard to get there. It's a weeknight. It's like a Tuesday night game, so it's kind of problematic. And the women play at Mississippi State the next night. It's a fun little. I did actually figure out an itinerary where I could do both, but
oh wow.
That would be that's something stupid enough for me to do it, but the time.
Well, that's right. Canes today is from Kentucky. Canes today is from Kentucky.
So I'm assuming, put it in the chat, but I'm assuming you'll be there.
Wait, is Canes today the same person? Oh, I might know Canes today.
I mean, Matt knows everyone. Why are we surprised?
Well, no, there's another Miami fan that I've talked to that's from Kentucky.
There's a few. We've had a few.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it is technically possible if you change plans in Atlanta like 6 times to do both Kentucky and Starkville, Lexington and Starkville in back-to-back days and attend both those games. It is a doable thing.
I have my vacation days used up for the rest of the year, so I can't make those. Hopefully, the December game is a weekend.
It is. It's Sunday.
Canes today. Your friends keep dissing Miami. Those aren't good friends to have, then.
Yeah, exactly, man. Just deal with it Miami style. Start a fight.
Right? Don't tell him to start a fight. He's a future University of Miami student. He wants to. He's going to be.
That's what we do. He's preparing. Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah.
There you go.
We fight people. Yeah, he's just that's like his pre-freshman orientation. Get into a fight in the stands with someone. Come on, that's what we do.
There you go. So I was saying before, there's a lot of conference realignment talk with Colorado moving to the Big 12. And everyone seems to I mean, I know football brings in the most revenue and it's like whatever the most important sport in college, blah, 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 whatever. But everyone discussed how conference realignment would, affect football, and should we go to the SEC? Should we go to the Big Ten? And I'm just like, has anyone considered what a conference move would do for our basketball and baseball programs? Like, if Miami were to go to the Big Ten, does Big Ten even play baseball?
They do. They're okay, but it's a huge step down. Now, I think that the one thing there is, I'm assuming the idea would be we do not go by ourselves. Mm-hmm. And so you're now in a conference with, obviously, USC and UCLA are already there. They're really good baseball programs. Assuming we go there and we bring someone else that's also a good baseball program, then it's not as bad, because like Maryland's got a good program, Indiana's got a good program, Michigan's got a good program. Now, these are not at the Miami level, but if those end up being your like 5th, 6th, 7th best programs, then you might actually have something versus them being the top one. I mean, there's
basketball wise, us in the Big Ten or the SEC, I think would be.
The Big Ten's a much better basketball conference.
Yeah, Big Ten is much better.
But they still have, decent programs.
The only one that's a basketball school is Kentucky. That's it. Everything else is football.
Oh,
there is some recency with Alabama and Arkansas.
Yeah,
they're having teams, but not giving a crap. I think there's a difference. The Big Ten schools tend to be more well-rounded, even the football schools.
Yeah. Well, the TV deals would be huge for basketball. For if you join the Big Ten, there would definitely be more money and whatnot. Because basketball's huge.
The SEC schools are basketball is just like a footnote. In the Big Ten, it's not like that. Even in schools you consider football schools like Michigan or Ohio State, they still actually, as programs, care about their basketball team. I don't think Alabama's been good at basketball the last couple of years. I don't think they'd give a crap if they win a single basketball game if the football team wins. And
isn't it? Kane today says hopefully we can move out of the ACC so we don't have to be on Bally Sports. It's also now the CW. The ACC's got a contract with the CW,
which actually is good news because it's free streaming. So you can go right to their website. You don't have to log in. You can stream their stuff. So it's probably.
I have cable in Miami, so I have both of those things.
But
anyway.
There's probably going to be more access to those games than what we've seen with some of the.
Bally Sports is terrible.
Well, it's the regional lock, so I get blind. You're lucky though, Matt, because you're not in an ACC market. Mm-hmm. I guess I technically am, even though like Maryland is in the Big Ten, and they're the school here, their closest one. But what'll happen is, even if they show like on a regional sports network here, if they're gonna show like the replay of our game at like 10 p.m., it's blacked out. And so, like, a lot of stuff gets blacked out here, even if you have the channel. Because, like, it's stuff like, oh, the Nationals are playing when our game is playing, but they're going to show the replay in the middle of the night of the football game, and then that's it. You just don't get it on TV. And they black out the ESPN3 stuff because we're in an ACC market. So it is no bueno. There are ways around such things.
If we were to join the Big Ten, it would be cool to go see some basketball games over in Matt's neck of the woods.
I just said, look at you just disowning me, as I just said Maryland is like right here. I'm actually pointing the right direction too, which you guys don't know, but that's like
but it would be more fun to go. It would be more fun to go see UCLA or USC.
Maryland's right here.
California.
But it's California, bro.
It's like a 6-hour flight.
Bro.
Oh, he went bro now. He took the Miami to the
California, bro. Go to the real Disney.
Oh, wait, hold on. How is Disneyland the real Disney and not Disney World? The real Disney's in Orlando.
No, well, Disneyland's the original.
Yeah, but come on.
Disneyland's the OG.
Yeah, you gotta land instead of the world. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm at Disney World all the time. I've been to Disneyland though.
I've been to both.
Yeah, world is better. What are we even talking about? This isn't a debatable thing. This is not a Chick-fil-A Popeyes thing. This is a no-brainer. Ain't they the same?
It's 3-2.
Kane State's gonna inadvertently set off a holy war here. I don't even know if he's talking about Chick-fil-A and Popeyes or.
I think he's talking about Disneyland and Disney World. No, I mean,
they're not the same.
They're both Disney, but they're not the same.
Yes, because World is better.
It's bigger.
Bigger is better.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
I'm neutral get to walk because I love all things Disney, so I'm not going to say one's better than the other.
You're refusing to take sides. What is this? Stand up for your homeland. It's the only defensible thing in that state at this point. You gotta stand up for it.
Oh, Kane's today saying Universal is better.
Okay, now we can. Yeah, no, hell no. Get that out of here.
I do need to get to California because I want to go to Universal Studios there because they've opened Super Mario World already, and I want to check that out. Because the one here at Orlando, they're opening up a whole new theme park called Epic Universe, and that's going to have it, and that doesn't open until 25. So I got to get over to California.
So I feel like, again, new computer or let me go to California.
I got to pick up a third job apparently, or ask the boss for a raise.
You can cut back on the discretionary buying 2 of everything spending.
I didn't buy 2 of everything. Hey, I could have bought 2 of the new boosts, but I only bought 1, and I'm displaying them.
Why would you buy 2?
Because she all this one. So I know you don't buy 2 of everything, but for the actually, ironically, the more expensive stuff that she also wants to wear, she buys 2 of so she can keep 1 pristine for display. That's why. So if she was actually going to wear them,
I mean, I get that. There's some shoes that I've bought that I'm never gonna wear.
Like the Supernovas, she has 2 of them.
Yo, my white boots there at the top, I found those. I wasn't gonna buy them because I'm not really a white shoe fan, but I found them at the outlet, Adidas outlet, on Black Friday for like $50.
So let me ask you a question.
They were the last pair there, so I bought them because I was like, oh, I can display them.
For the shoes you're gonna display, do you care what size it is?
Yeah, because eventually I may get sick of displaying them and want to wear them. The white ones are actually a half size smaller than I usually wear, but they fit fine. So it's
because I figured you could just like wait till they're trying to dump the inventory and get the abnormal size one if you're just going to display them.
I buy my size. All the other ones that are displayed are the size that I wear. So the Supernovas I actually have 2 of because I found them on the cheap at an outlet for like $40. So I got a second pair. But I was actually wearing them before I even got the second pair. And then I found them cheap. So I was like, oh, I'll get a display pair.
So I feel like all of that could fund the computer and your travel budget.
Why are you worried about my finances?
I'm not. I'm just pointing out the fact that you're using a computer from, was it 2017?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Haven't had an issue. I'm on the pod every week pretty much, unless I have family obligations or work.
Quote, the battery dies and the computer shuts off if it goes below 70%.
Yeah, I can get a new battery.
That's my quote of the week.
Could you
software
imagine?
Works fine.
Could you imagine?
In my
like,
defense,
next week,
it said
she's
service
like,
battery for like 3 years.
She's like, I can't make the show. My laptop's at 60%.
So,
give me 5 hours. Her laptop takes longer.
You have a Mac. Those things are not really serviceable. I don't know. It's going to be easy to put a battery in there. Just swap the battery out. They're notoriously on purpose difficult to swap parts on.
It's not a problem. If they can't do it, I'm still planning to buy a new computer. I was just going to get the battery service just until I decide what I want. But it works just fine. You wouldn't have known anything unless I had said, oh, my computer is this old.
Look, don't bring facts into this.
I try.
The orange ones are actually the cleanest.
The orange boosts? Please. We actually come with this part you can actually take off. They have like the Adidas logo you can put there instead of the U's. But these are the original Ultra Boosts that came out. I don't even remember when, but yeah, look. It comes with like Adidas things you can change because this has the Ibis on it and the other one has the U, but then you can just put the logo.
So you can de-Miami them basically.
Basically, if you want to de-Miami them and just wear orange boosts, you can.
What a tragedy. Why would anyone do that?
So the new ones are actually really nice, minus the toe orange. That's a little bit off, but I like a black shoe. So it actually goes really well with the
Actually, yeah, it doesn't match your hoodie.
And then the other ones say Hurricanes on the back. So no, they're cool. Again, just displaying for now. We'll see.
So
we'll say.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'm not a hater of Adidas stuff. I'm just not a fan of the Ultra Boost. I don't know why.
The Ultra Boost.
Like
I had this conversation with some people on Twitter because Ultra Boosts are definitely an acquired taste, and I said this before. If Adidas released a Miami NMD, I think that would go over so much better with the public because I wear NMDs to work constantly. I love them also, but I think it's a nicer silhouette than the Boost. A lot of people will find Ultra Boost a little bit bulky. Ultra Boosts honestly are the most comfortable out of any Adidas shoe. Like I have all black Ultra Boosts when I go to Disney and Universal all the time. I'm always wearing Ultra Boosts because they're so comfortable. But they are a little bit bulky, so I can see why people wouldn't like them. But if Adidas released a Miami NMD, I think that would go over great because NMDs are amazing. I would go grab a pair, but in the other room. Bless you.
That was a cough, but anyway.
Oh, I thought you sneezed.
Which is it's such a weird thing too, right? Why do we say bless you for a sneeze but cough? Nothing.
Oh my! So we actually looked this up at work a couple weeks ago because someone sneezed in the office and they said bless you, and someone was like, "Why do you say bless you?" And it's something about when you sneeze. It was like theory that your soul leaves your body, so you say bless you to like save your soul. Is the whole thing. It's funny you asked that because we literally just talked about this at work a few weeks ago.
But so this doesn't happen when you cough, though.
Apparently
nothing's leaving. Nothing's leaving. All right, good.
No.
So my
soul actually part of it actually comes back if you cough.
I don't know who's watching this or if there's anyone else in the chat besides Canes
Probably
today,
not.
but if I'm interested to know if people would prefer the NMD over the Ultra Boost. Like if Adidas were to release a Miami NMD, if that would make people happier. Because the Adidas Nike argument's been going off when they release these new Ultra Boosts. How many hoodies am I up to now? I don't know. I'd have to do a count. A lot. Although the last two things I've bought were those jackets, so they're not even hoodies. I bought that baseball jacket.
And you actually don't have that many Miami hoodies, right?
No, well,
not as many as you would think, because it's hard.
I have a lot of hoodies. I have a lot of hoodies in general, but Miami hoodies are probably in the single digits because, again, sizing. Like this is a men's extra small, so just for context, like I have a lot of space. Thank God they released it in an extra small though, because I love this hoodie and I probably would have bought it in a small and I would never have worn it because it's too big. But this is my favorite hoodie that they've released like ever. I love the two-tone sleeve. And then the multicolor, like the hood's orange and the green drawstrings. Like I love it. It's my favorite hoodie. You've all seen the interview hoodie. You've all have seen the multicolored Sebastian hoodie. I actually have one hoodie that I have not worn on a pod yet. Maybe I'll break that out.
Katie Myers returned because you got to wear something different. You can't wear the interview hoodie again.
No, I only wear the interview hoodie for actual interviews. And actually,
I'm saying when Katie Meyer comes back on the show, you don't want to wear the same hoodie again. So then
I have to wear something different. Oh, okay.
Well, I was just giving you an idea. I'm not telling you what to wear. Wear whatever you want. Obviously.
No, that's true. The multicolored Sebastian hoodie is kind of like my other pods hoodie. Like I wear that on Lockdown Canes a lot. I have the Coop hoodie, which is a Miami hoodie. Me and him are collabing on a hoodie, so that'll be another Miami hoodie.
All I was saying is, you said there was a Miami hoodie you have to debut, and I said, well, a good opportunity to do it is when.
Well, I mean, it's not that exciting of a hoodie. It's like a black hoodie with just a U on it. It's nothing. It's not like super stylish or anything. I happened to find it on the Adidas website and they had an extra small, so I bought it.
I'm just laughing at the whole, like, it's not exciting. Like, she's got this whole categorization complex thing going on. She's got an algorithm. Well, it doesn't really fit in this. It's not exciting. It's,
I mean, if we want to do a tour of my hoodies on the top of the box of crap and Matt's trophies episode, we can add that to the list.
This episode's never gonna happen by the time it does. It's gonna be like a 5-hour telethon.
I can actually see the box of. I can actually see the box of crap for more.
Yeah, we're in the room with the box of crap now.
We are in the room with the box of crap.
Maybe.
It is catty corner. It is actually buried underneath a bunch of stuff right now because I was using this desk as like a drying rack / storage area. So like I had stuff like underneath the desk and on top of it. So all of that stuff that was once there is now on top of the box of crap until I go through it all and figure out what I need to like throw out and keep. So the box of crap is currently buried.
You have to dig it out at some point.
Right. Matt, what are you looking at?
I was looking at the trophies.
He was admiring. He was admiring his trophy cabinets. We're over here talking, having a conversation. He's just daydreaming. Remember when I won?
Actually, right in front of me is my dresser
sometimes.
right now, and it's got my 2 degrees on it and my Sonic the Hedgehog stuffed animal.
Well, I don't have my second monitor running, so I can't play solitaire while you guys are talking. So I have to look at something.
We've discovered that's what Matt does when me and Vish go on a tangent. He just plays solitaire.
No, you want to know what I really do? I was joking about the solitaire. What I'll do is, have you guys played the NBA crossover grid?
No.
It's like you name guys that, so like it's like a grid with like 3. Can you just pull up the website?
I can.
Vish?
Oh, Canes today. The box of the new boosts are clean. I don't know if you guys want to see the box. I have it over here, but we can finish that after.
It's basically a game where you know, like where you guess the random player. Have you guys ever done that one before?
No.
You've never played? Oh my god!
No,
man.
it's coming. It's coming. Just a second.
Yeah.
You're a different generation.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
All
A lot
right.
of people. Yeah, you've never played this before? So like,
But all right, we're doing
Canes
it
today
now.
has.
so okay, so the whole goal is you want to name players that no one else would name, right?
Oh, I've seen this
So-
on Instagram.
So yeah, so like a guy that played for the Lakers and Bulls. So like my first
Lonzo
one was
Ball.
well, you want to name people that people wouldn't name. So my first thought was Tyson Chandler, and then I
Wow.
remembered that Vladimir Radmanovich played for the Lakers and the Bulls. So I went with him.
So what? We click in here and type it. So we click
Your
in here and type.
basketball theory is a little bit more advanced than mine.
So we type Vladimir Radmanovich. That's what it is
Yeah,
there?
in there, and then it'll give you
Can you even?
Gotta know
Oh,
how to spell it.
so 0.45%. That's really good. Anything like lower than like 5 or whatever.
So Lonzo Ball was probably really high.
Yeah, like you could hit start over and type in Lonzo Ball if you want to.
All right,
and
let's do a test here.
Yeah, or you could do
Hey,
like Ron Harper.
at least I named somebody. At least.
Yeah, Ron Harper and John Sally were here. It's not that bad, right?
Oh, it's not that bad actually. 4.7.
Let's see if we can beat. I think Vladimir might have the.
Oh, I have one that'll beat him. I did it today.
What is it?
For the you mean for the Lakers and Bulls?
Yeah.
I was gonna do Lakers and Mavs, and I thought you were gonna appreciate this name, Vish.
Oh God, what are we doing here? But hold on, let's see.
He was a member on the championship team for the Lakers back when he played with Kobe. We got Josh Powell.
Josh Powell.
Would not have remembered that.
Josh Powell.
There he is.
0.095. Damn. that is
Matt's random knowledge. He's like an encyclopedia of basketball.
The born outside of the United States for the Bulls, I went with Steve Kerr because I remembered from the Michael Jordan show that he was actually like born outside the U.S. because of his dad's job. I think it was.
interesting.
You ready for this one?
So Warriors
born outside
Warriors
of the
Bulls.
U.S. Warriors and Bulls, yeah.
I honestly don't pay attention to the Warriors that much.
So I think where did the show go on here? The Crows.
I think Otto Porter played for the Bulls and the Warriors. But I went with Donyell Marshall.
Yeah, Donyell Marshall.
That's my guy.
Oh my God! Everybody's your guy.
I think he had like what was the record? It was like 13 threes in a game. But yeah.
Matt, how do you remember all of this?
It's just throughout the day
Jamal
I do
Crawford?
this.
This is what he does. This is what he does. All right, Mavericks and Warriors.
I went with another one off the wall. It took me a really long time to come up with this, but one of the guys that I had when I first started playing fantasy basketball, that's Troy Murphy.
Oh god.
Wow,
Dude was a legend. Was a legend in fantasy basketball. There we go. Yep.
Wait, 1-6?
And then we can
Holy
go
crap.
Lakers 8 assists. This was my worst one because I couldn't think of someone. And then I thought of Norm Nixon after.
Who?
Norm Nixon? He was a point guard when Magic Johnson was there too. But Gary Payton.
You think Glove is better? I can't change it.
No, Norm Nixon's better.
Okay.
Keep Norm
you
Nixon.
put Glove in there then.
This one really had to think about. I wasn't sure if he actually played for them, but I was really honing in.
Did Monte play for the Warriors?
Yeah, yes. He did. But it's 8+ assists. No way Monte had 8+ assists.
I don't know. I'm just trying to remember an old school Warriors player.
Nick Van Axel. Nick Van Axel.
I loved Monte Ellis, by the way. He's one of my faves.
Nick Van Axel played on the Warriors?
Yeah. Like in 2001, I think it was. And then this is my best one. Well, I thought of, even though the percentage...
Born outside of the United States, 8+ assists per game.
Yeah.
So
first off, I thought of Ricky Rubio, Jose Calderon, and then I was like, no. Kevin Durant's old high school teammate, Grievous Vasquez. He had a season where he had like 9 assists a game.
This is like...
Wow. Matt, holy crap, you're an encyclopedia.
The last one...
I mean, there's a lot.
I went with this guy because I had a bunch of his trading cards when I was growing up. I don't know why or how. I went with Eduardo Nahara.
Oh,
God. How do you even spell that? Wow.
Look, 142 out of 45,000.
Jesus, man.
Wow. That's really good.
This is a cornucopia of like forgotten NBA players.
It takes me a while to do this. Like I do this throughout the day, you know.
It's just one board a day.
Oh well, yeah. So it's one board a day.
It's kind of it's like what's it called? What's Wordle? It's like for basketball.
Yeah.
Kings today. Most of these players played before you were even alive.
Yeah, he's just looking at this like I don't even know who any of these guys are.
The guy in the middle is really funny looking.
Wait, you don't know who Troy Murphy is?
No.
Big East legend?
Dude, Troy Murphy, the lefty legend? Come on.
I didn't follow
he was the OG. Wasn't he?
Oh my God. He's a stretch four.
He's a stretch four, Melissa.
I gotta look him up.
Dude,
he was a stretch four. That is right. He's a stretch four.
He's a stretch four, dude. Oh, that's why he was so good in fantasy. Sorry, my Californian's coming out because I just got excited.
We're trying to get him to Miami and go, everything's a bro. Even if it's a woman, you still say bro.
Yeah, bro. Dude, Troy Murphy was the original. Was he? He shot like it was like decent margin, right? Like he didn't take a ton of them, but I mean, if he played in this era, he probably would have.
Yeah, no, he was a stretch four for sure.
Yeah,
at Notre Dame too.
I swore I thought. Do you remember Jermaine Jones, Vish? No. He played on the Lakers. I thought he played for the Mavericks, but I guess he didn't.
No.
I was disappointed. I was about to get like 0.02% with that one.
You could have put
first place.
You could have put Nick Van Exel in that box too. And just put Nick Van Exel in like every box because he's a Laker that had 8+ assists, so he could go.
Did they reveal like the number one board?
You could do a Nick.
I don't know. You should retry. You should retry and put Nick Van Exel on the 8+ assists. Lakers.
Put him everywhere. Put him everywhere.
I want to see what percentage he was.
He's also a Laker and a Maverick.
You can only use one.
You can't use
one
the same player.
No, you can't use the same. I don't think you can.
Well, about to find out. Let's see. So if we go,
do it on the Laker one because I want to see what percentage it'll do, and then try the other one. Yeah.
4.3.
Oh yeah.
So you saying I can't use Nick Van Exel again?
Yeah, it shouldn't. I don't think it'll. Let's see.
Yeah, won't let me click it.
Yeah.
Because he also goes in this box.
Yeah, he does.
This is just all Nick Van Exel.
Interesting. That's an interesting game. My NBA knowledge doesn't go back far enough to be any good at this.
If we go back to like Sam Perkins.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Way to go, Fish.
No one remembers he played on the Mavericks.
0.45%.
He's like an OG Maverick.
Canes today is lost.
He has no idea who any of these.
I mean, Sam Perkins was actually like.
No, he's
a legitimate, really good basketball player.
So for a lot of these, I know the players, but I don't remember the name. The team
I got one for you. Can you check? Okay, last one. Sorry. For Bulls outside of the U.S., type in Omer Ashik.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah, what's his?
2%.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's too recent. You gotta do a poll from. Were any of those white guards that played with Jordan other than Kerr? Like, was Judd Bushler born in the U.S.?
Well, Steve Kerr was the only one that. Yeah.
Luke Longley.
Oh, that's a good one.
But I mean, Steve Kerr's probably the best one yet because everyone just assumes he's American.
Yeah.
Or he is American, but born in the U.S. Yeah.
There you go.
It's too high a percentage because he's Australian.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. That's why you need the surprise. The surprise not born here.
Jason Williams?
Was he not?
For what?
Wait, which one are you talking about? Oh, I can't see the chat because I got the screen open.
Yeah. No, Canes today said.
Yeah, no. I
for which one?
For which one? Yeah.
Oh, I think he's saying. Well, no, because I think he's saying for 8+ assists, but I don't know who he would.
He didn't play for the Lakers or Warriors.
No, he didn't play. No, he played for the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Heat, the Magic.
You know every team that Jason Williams played.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I don't think it fits. Oh, so guesses. If you get something wrong, it just doesn't work, or.
Well, so if you guess, so this is what I was gonna say. Like, I don't like just guess. So like, I'll guess a couple people, and then like if I have to, I'll restart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, did he play for? Like, I tried Jermaine Jones because I could have sworn he played for the Mavericks, but it didn't work.
I mean, there's stuff like you could put Rondo in there.
Yeah, you could put Rondo there.
But I feel like again too popular. Right, it's going to be way too high a percentage. Yeah, almost 10%. That's not good.
Actually, you could put him. Didn't he play for the Bulls too for a season?
I think so.
Okay, now we need to know. I completely forgot about that.
This just turned into an NBA pod.
7.
Oh, 7.
I mean, I'm sure the way you get to number 1 is like pulling players from like the 70s and stuff for some of these intersections.
Yeah, it has to be people not well known.
Right. That's why the reason.
Oh, Canes today was just naming somebody that he could like think as far back of, and I guess Jason Williams is one of the older players he can remember.
Well, I feel old. Thank you for that. Jason Williams is like the oldest player I remember. Is this dude that played in the mid 2000s?
Vish, while you're on that screen, you should do a Prize Picks promo.
Sure. Offer code 5 FIVE. Pick 2 to 6 players. 2 to 5, 2 to 6, I think. 2 to 6 players. Bet the over under. If you get them right, then you win money. And if you use the offer code 5 when you sign up for the first time, that's FIVE, the word 5 spelled out. Give you $100. Match your first deposit up to $100. So that's prizepicks.com. Offer code 5 FIVE, the word 5 spelled out. As Melissa said, named for this network, 5 Reasons Sports. As she.
Into it.
Yep. All right. Anyway, I have to get my dad on. Oh my god! Like, you felt old, and then he comes through and just like, this is the knockout punch.
I'll have to get my dad.
So there's.
Case today says I'll have to get my dad on the app.
I feel old. Yeah, well, my dad is probably your angel.
Case today, can you put in the chat how old your dad is?
Oh man, you're messing with me because I'm the oldest one here, but you're not that much younger than me, so be careful.
There's a guy that I play ball with that's older than me, but he plays the game now because I showed him it, and there was a guy that he named that I was like, who the hell is this? Maybe you know him, Vish. Rory Sparrow. I was like, I have no idea who that is. He played for the Lakers and the Bulls.
Sounds really familiar, but I don't know why
He's 41.
Yeah, I'm older than your dad. I'm older than your dad. By a year. Well, I just turned 42.
Wow.
So, yeah. But yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Canes, today for making Vish and myself really feel old because
I'm
37.
good. I'm
so
very
not
comfortable
far
at
off.
my age, so I'm actually not. I feel great. Other than the not sleeping last 3 weeks. But before that, I felt great.
Wait.
This is what?
Hold on. There we go. Class of 2008. Boom. I still have this from graduation. They threw these down from the things on the top of the.
Matt, you were in what grade at that point? 2008.
I graduated high school in 2012.
So you were in middle school?
He was finishing middle school.
I was technically in grad school during that, so I was still in college when you graduated, Melissa. So.
Yep.
So there you go.
I mean, Matt, when did you finish college?
I graduated 2017.
I was still in college when he graduated because I was in grad school. So boom.
And this circular logic is going to fall apart pretty quickly.
Right.
I have a friend that just graduated and he was the same year as me. Not with his bachelor's. He took a little while. I call him Van Wilder because of it. Melissa, I keep thinking that you have beer and not apple juice, and it's like the most flat beer I've ever seen in my life.
The quote of the week next week is Canes today's dad is 41.
you should put on the whiteboard. This isn't deflated beer. This is apple juice.
This isn't whiskey. This is not alcohol. I'm drinking apple juice.
Maybe I'll show up with whiskey. I could do some Bushmills.
I have a bottle of bourbon. I can pull that out.
I always have Bushmills in the house. It's good whiskey.
And yeah, Canes today, me and Vish are both 2-time Miami alum.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Matt has all the connections.
Matt knows everybody.
I've been on campus twice.
I lived on campus for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So
you didn't make a connection.
Matt, when are we having a guest on the show next?
Next week.
Seriously?
Well, actually, I don't know now.
I'm telling you, you make fun of me, Melissa. This thing where you can deadpan make jokes, like you can't tell. You cannot tell. It's like it's a gift. It's a gift.
No, but I think there was a little bit of confidence in yeah, we are gonna have a guest on.
No, but he's so deadpan on this stuff. You cannot tell if he's like totally making a joke or if he's being serious. And you make fun of me for not getting it, but it's problematic sometimes when you actually need to know what is this.
Just showing off my AirPods case. My coworker, that was my Secret Santa, got me a really nice AirPods case as my gift. Good stuff.
Anyway, I think
I'm probably the easiest person to shop for.
Anything with a U on it.
Well, the year before,
you could literally get her the same shoe that she already had.
That's true.
Like, oh my god, I can wear them now.
So I got this year. Last year for the holidays, the year before, the person who had me got me a Hydro Flask and socks. So I mean,
anything with a U on it.
So So you could actually
and a bag. So I got this in a bag of Skittles this year. So and Skittles are like my favorite candy. So.
I feel like
Skittles and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, I love Reese's.
I feel like
Reese's
with the amount of crap we've taught on the show, this would have come up before, but I don't think it has.
I know. I'm shocked.
What, my favorite
I would have
candy?
known.
I mean, we've covered everything at this point, so.
So chocolate gives me really horrible reflux. So Skittles are my go-to in general, but the chocolate peanut butter or chocolate peanut combination is my favorite.
It's so good. I always get the Reese's Lovers like bag that comes with all the Reese's products like during Halloween.
Have you ever frozen a Reese's peanut butter cup? Have you ever eaten frozen?
Yes.
Good. Sour Skittles are really good, but in my old age, the sour coating on the Skittles actually makes my teeth so sensitive that like it's hard to brush my teeth after because it hurts. So I usually avoid sour Skittles. I know everybody wants to know this information, but I can't
make fun of me for being the old man anymore. For gonna tell stories like that.
No, it's true though. Like I love Sour Patch Kids, I love sour Skittles, but good lord, the sourness is not good to me. You want some flat beer?
We have so many clippable moments of Melissa that we could use in the intro. It's amazing.
No, I forgot. I said the other week the one that I wanted him to use instead of the Adidas making this into a hoodie. I forgot what I said.
You have a few though.
It has to be me talking about the stretch 4. It has to be me talking about the stretch 4. Like in the draft when we did the draft pod, me talking about Kenny Kaji. Like that has to be it. I mean, the Adidas make this into a hoodie was good to start with because that's like my thing or hoodies, but I feel like the stretch 4 thing has become my thing on the show. Matt's will forever be Keystone. That's never going to change.
I'm just going to, at this point, you have thrown enough. Oh, you got to include this for me to have a 45-minute intro? When the intro is going to do whatever the hell I want, and you're just going to live with it. That's what
when the intro started running today, I put in the private chat that this should include a clip from this pod because we have our new setups.
So what you're actually going to end up getting is whatever the hell I feel like, because there's too much stuff now, and every time we interview someone, like, well, we got to include clips. Like, it's just going to be whatever.
No, we don't have to include everybody we interview.
You're gonna get
Katie Meyer is kind of permanently in it.
Yeah, no, but that's
like the beginning.
I mean, she's Katie Meyer too, so that's different.
That too, but. I mean, Julian and Duran were our first former players, so. I
mean, the bookends aren't changing. When she names the show and We Have No Shame is definitely.
I will just say, like, however you revamp the intro, that's fine. But in some miracle world that we get Kenny Kaji on this show, that you have to add a clip in there for me. Like, if by some miracle he's even on the show for a minute, that has to be my new intro.
Watch me like try to surprise you and I bring him on and then like you have to last minute. You're like, oh, sorry, I can't make it tonight, guys.
I will broadcast. I will stream from work. I will stream from wherever I am if that were to happen.
I mean, it'll definitely go in the intro if Matt does a surprise because you passing out on camera. It's got to go in the intro.
Well, I don't know. That would hurt because no, my bed's right here. So
Melissa, I think you should just have a list of Kenny Kaji questions like. Just ready, just in case. Well, actually, I don't think it'll matter because I don't think you'll be able to read them. But
our original first guest, I still have that we were supposed to have. I have like a list of questions. So if we ever get him on this, but that's a long shot now.
I've been trying that for 2 years, so not just this show. So it's
But I should probably get the list together before before I know he's coming on, just in case, because I may not be able to think. Once.
Yeah. You're just gonna show up one day and he's gonna be here.
You're probably more famous than he is, so I don't understand why.
I'm not. Although Coop calls me the famous hoodie girl, but I'm not. I mean, I reach 1,800 followers.
I'll just say, if you asked Miami people that are currently Miami fans across the sports who Melissa the Hoodie Girl is or who Kenny Kaji is, more would know who you are.
I think that's 100% true.
I don't think that's accurate.
I'm 100% confident that is accurate.
I think they would.
I don't think so because I think a lot of the older community of fans within the Miami Hurricanes don't.
No, we're talking about people from Twitter, though, right? Is that what you said, Vish? Like
I would. Well, yeah. I mean, they have to be online because otherwise, how the hell else would they know who any of us are? I will say the number of people that recognize me at the Final Four, I think you would know more people.
I've only gotten recognized once. I got recognized at All Canes that one time.
Right, but I guess what I realized there are a lot of people that watch us on Twitter because there isn't a lot of basketball coverage and know who we are that we never talk to. They're not like Canes Today in the chat, but then you run into them in public and they know who you are.
Oh.
That's what I discovered at
I'm
the
surprised.
Final Four. These were not people that are like, oh yeah, I talked to you on Twitter. They're just like, you're the guy.
Yeah.
I've been following you around on Twitter for 3 weeks. Holy shit, it's you.
And I was part of the entourage.
The story I tell about how he met to like my friends is so sketch.
It's totally
sketch. The story starts off with like, yeah, I met up with Vish. He picked me up from the airport. We'd been talking on Twitter for a few months. Like, people are like, wait, what?
We immediately picked Matt up too. We all met within like 5 minutes of each other.
Wait, had you met Matt before? Like, was that the first time you met Matt in person when you picked him up?
Yeah.
Oh wow, so that was
we had done shows together. We had done shows together though.
No, me and you had just talked on Twitter.
Yeah, we hadn't done
a few times, and like you're like, oh, I'll pick you up from the airport, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then I was like, why am I agreeing to this?
I was asking. I was like, I'll do the courteous offer to give you a ride. You'll say no, and that'll be the end of it. So I was like, wait, what? You offered to get in his car with a stranger? All right.
It was like
you're lucky it's me and not an actual psycho. You're lucky it's me. So.
Well, I mean, honestly, like a bunch of the Miami Flow guys know you, so I asked around after the fact before you actually picked me up from the airport. But yeah, a bunch of people that I knew you. But yeah, I had told one of my friends where I was going to be, so she kept checking up on me.
Anyway, yeah, no, I was surprised. You're like, sure, pick me up. I'm like, all right, I guess.
Hey, listen, my Uber from my hotel to the airport leaving. Well, actually, it was from the restaurant to the airport, but the restaurant was like 5 minutes away. It was like almost $70. So you saved me a good chunk of change that weekend that I can put towards the Melissa Needs a New Computer Fund.
Why are you talking about your finances?
Because they're my finances. I can talk about them.
That was a throwback because you said that to me. It was supposed to be a joke, but you got off seriously.
Well, I mean, they're my finances. So, are you gonna give me a hard time for cutting up a T-shirt and putting it on my board? That was my
cool.
$5 Amazon.
It looks cool.
Yeah, next with my nursing decal, chilling. Figured I'd rep the school.
Well, I mean, Casey had been staring at us for almost 2 hours now on the stream. Hopefully, you would recognize us.
Well, Canes Today has been on Coop's channel a bunch too. So I've known Canes Today for a while. Back when he was North Kentucky Canes, he's changed his name since then.
I need to have something on my desk that I can keep myself occupied during the.
You should get like a labyrinth or something. Like what is it?
Well, now that I already did the crossover grid, yeah. Oh, I have my kendama. I can bring that over here.
Your what?
You don't know what a kendama is?
No, I don't actually.
Oh my god.
So anyway, we got a football question. I'm assuming football because.
Oh, Luke Campbell tweeted today that the Canes are going to go undefeated the next season because Tyler Van Dyke is going to be amazing and all these things. And an FSU person like retweeted and was like, "Here comes the offseason champs," and I was just like, "We don't all feel that way."
Yeah, not
what do you do? Wait, what do you do with that?
You don't know what it is?
It's that you do.
Oh, you have to get it up. You have to get it the ball to sit on top of the thing.
Well, it can land in. It's hard to do at this angle because I have no space. But like,
Here, I have a little football. I can play catch. Like,
you can play catch with yourself. Yeah, so I'll just start.
Yeah,
doing this.
you two do that. I'm gonna host the show. So speaking of Canes basketball.
Oh man,
that's gonna.
Oh wait, now. We have to do our usual. How many episodes is this gonna be?
This could be one if I don't feel like wading through whatever the hell this just was, because this is.
Well, no, we had a good like 30-40 minutes of actual Canes hoops talk, and then the beginning tangent, and then I don't know. I say 3 or 4.
Yeah, the beginning tour of the office stuff or whatever
is one. And then the Canes hoop stuff, and then the NBA Square thing could probably be 1, and then the rest. So I'm gonna go with 4.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I think it's probably gonna be 3. I don't think I'm gonna bother chopping up this back half of the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I did say 3 or 4 to start, so
because the NBA Square thing wasn't long enough to be a show, and also it's gonna be terrible on the audio. The question is whether I just cut it out entirely. It's literally me sharing a screen, typing in player names. It's going, 2%.
It's showing off Matt's NBA knowledge.
He's a basketball guy, like through and through. This is what he does. He goes to summer league. This man.
So yeah, instead of editing and breaking all this up, you can work on the new intro.
I have other stuff to do other than these shows.
Vish works like 90 hours a week.
Not this week, thank God.
Well, no, they mentioned on Six String Canes that they need a new intro. They need new.
I know everyone's yelling at me for intros. I'm like, man, I should have never pulled them in the first
place. The football one probably needs it more because you also got Frank Ponce on that one. So
we got Ponce on there. We got everything on there has been a disaster. Me standing at Kyle Field, like it's all bad. It's all bad.
Matt looking at his trophies. Should that be next week's episode? Should we just pull out the box of crap and the trophies and everything?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that can be next week.
When did they go? All right, not to talk about basketball on a basketball show, but when did they actually? Because there's 10 practices, then they go to France. So I think it's still a couple of weeks.
It's beginning of. Wait, really?
Yeah, they have 10 practices before, unless you're practicing every day.
I'm now looking. Because I think
is it August 7th? I thought it was August 7th or something. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be basic. That's basically 2 weeks, right?
I just thought I remembered hearing something about August 7th, but maybe
that might be right.
Maybe.
Here we go.
Was it the women?
Oh no! Departure date August 1st.
Oh, it was the 1st. Dang.
And August 2nd to 5th.
Women's page.
Sorry, go
ahead.
The
women's page posted a thing about who was most likely to forget their passport, and like almost everybody said the same person.
Which is
Shay.
Oh, I saw that video.
It was really funny. Like almost everybody said her. And it was like obvious too. They were like, "Oh, that's easy." Like I was like, "Oh, dang, somebody better pack her passport for her." So, Matt, you've been following women's hoops.
When do they leave?
Getting caught up?
I mean, not really getting caught up, but I saw that video. Your boy will get there.
Are you my boy? Like you have all your boys?
He is the arbiter of boys and who's what's boys, but that's the men's schedule.
Departure date August 1st, Paris 2nd through 5th, Normandy, Nice, return the 11th. Man, I wish I could go to all of those things.
Oh, you can for like, what was it, $8,500?
Yeah, that's definitely not in my budget. Definitely not in the budget.
Hey, if you get someone to go with you, it's a total of $14,000, so $7,000 a person. Who is doing this? Like seriously?
I don't know. Maybe if it was a different country.
I feel like if you had that kind of money, you wouldn't even like. Why would you do it through the school? Even you'd be like, "Screw this!"
Yeah,
fly first class to Paris, and do my own thing. What is this? If you're dropping $14,000 on watching the basketball, I'd be like, I don't need to use the school to make my travel arrangements at that point.
It's a lot of money.
Jeez. But the women are also. Where are they going? Somewhere where Lachey's gonna not remember to take her passport, so she's staying home. But
oh man,
I thought it was also France, but now I think I might be.
Yeah, it's Europe. I know that.
I'll like find it. Oh, it is also okay. So I wasn't mixing it up. They're also going to Paris. Depart on August 2nd for Paris. They refuse to share a plane with the men or something. So the women are doing. Actually, here we go. Here's the. They're also doing Greece. Riveting stuff.
Matt's looking how to play solitaire right now.
No, I'm
He's looking at what is
I just
women's
remembered. No, we have to give a shout out because Julian Gamble and Ryan Brown are playing in the TBT.
Oh, Friday Beers.
Yeah, for Friday Beers. They just beat Athletics Miami, I think it was.
Let's go.
But yeah, no, Julian.
Great team name.
Julian had a double in that game. He played well.
Freaking balling.
Oh,
Paris, Mykonos, and Athens. Oh wow.
Same price. Same price.
Honestly, I've always wanted to go to Greece. So if I was gonna pick one of the two, I would go follow the women's one just because.
Well, you could do both to start with because they're both in Paris together.
Yeah. I would go to the Greece one though after.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so
Matt, if we were rich, too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad, bro.
I know, bro. It's messed
I also
up.
just feel like if you're gonna spend the money, like preseason summer tour, come on. That's almost enough to buy a Final Four ticket.
How much was the trip? How much is it?
$14,000. It was a joke. Obviously, it's way more than a Final Four ticket. But...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't spend that much money on my Final Four trip. Well, even if I had to extend, it would not have been that much.
I didn't spend that much on all three. Like going.
Bro, I flew Spirit.
I refused. I paid a little bit more on my tickets because I was not flying Spirit.
Oh, it wouldn't have been a little bit more. It would have been like $400 more if I didn't fly Spirit.
I flew Delta.
But you know what?
There,
it was amazing.
American back. Delta there. I had a layover in Atlanta, and American was nonstop back.
I had a pretty good experience.
The flight there got interesting because we landed. We sat at the gate for like 45 minutes when we landed in Atlanta. So by the time we get off the plane, my flight was already boarding. So me and these two other guys that were also going to the Final Four, they were in New Hampshire. We were running through the Atlanta airport together. It's fun. Good times.
Yeah, I just flew straight from. But I hate that. I flew United. I hate that airline. But they didn't have any straight flights on American, which I usually.
So basically, United and Spirit will never sponsor us.
I don't even care, man. I like always fly American.
Spirit can sponsor me, man. I had a good experience. Plus, it was cheap as hell.
I would have paid more money.
An unofficial sponsor
better than
Kingswear.
What's another cheap airline?
Southwest, like Canes today. Southwest is decent. Frontier.
Yeah, Southwest decent.
Frontier.
I haven't had bad experiences on Frontier.
Frontier is much more of a West Coast airline.
Allegiant.
I think Allegiant owns Frontier.
Are they the same?
I think so, because I think doesn't JetBlue own Spirit now, or is it one way? I thought that was.
I think they tried to buy it, but I think it got rejected. I thought. I think they tried to buy it.
I despise JetBlue, man. I hate JetBlue.
I just fly American.
They're terrible.
I usually fly American, but this trip.
Every bad experience I've had with an airline has been with JetBlue.
So for me, American's got a hub in DC and in Miami, so it's like a flight every hour.
Yeah,
so
that's why I fly American a lot. But for the Final Four, I was just trying to find any flight that was decent.
I couldn't get. There was no straight flight on American. So they're trying to send me through Dallas or something. I'm like, that's not going to work. So
flying through the Final Four, I flew Delta through Atlanta because there was like nothing else. And then coming back, I found a nonstop for American. But I was looking for American, and I was looking for it through Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And there was nothing that wasn't like, oh, fly to New York first or fly to North Carolina. I'm like, why am I going to fly completely out of my way? I mean, North Carolina would have been one thing. I could have gotten Bojangles, but...
It's not even that much further out of the way than Atlanta to go through Charlotte.
Yeah, Atlanta was out of the way enough.
But
and I was really mad because I think there's a Bojangles in the Atlanta airport too. I really wanted biscuits, but there was not enough time.
You go to the land of Chick-fil-A and then eat Bojangles, really?
Well, Chick-fil-A I can get here. I can't get Bojangles here. And Bojangles is isn't the CEO or the creator the owner, Miami alum. Yeah. Yes. So their biscuits are fire.
Friend of the Twitter.
So good.
The guy talks to me on Twitter all the time.
Good.
So that all right.
You might have to.
He's never gonna see this,
add,
but he was replying to me for years, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then someone's like, "Do you know the CEO of Bojang?" I was like, "Wait, that's the guy that's been talking to me on Twitter all this time." Like, I didn't know who he was. Anyway,
Canes today.
Durant Scott
another
agrees
Raising
with
Canes
you.
fan.
Durant Scott agrees with you.
But he did pick Chick-fil-A of the two, so that's why he's on the Chick-fil-A. So I wrote the names in orange and green, but apparently it's not easy to see, so I may have to change it to black.
I would put Canes above Chick-fil-A too. Just saying.
I don't think I've ever even had it.
I've never had Raising Canes. Do they have that down here?
Wasn't Jasper
he
gets it?
Yeah, I thought that they opened some down there. Because I remember the football team got it like catered one time. I remember the truck came.
Unless all I know is
both locations are in Florida. There are 25 locations in Florida.
Both basketball teams, when they're getting on the bus in front of the arena to go on road trips, they hand out bags of Chick-fil-A. It's very painful. It's very painful.
Yeah, I know. You want to be a national championship team? Be Popeyes.
Gotta upgrade. Yeah. Bad Popeyes. They would have been able to make the shot. That was the problem.
I'm looking for Raisin Canes, Miami, Florida. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't say.
Have you guys ever had Zaxby's?
There's one on South Beach. That's where it is.
That's it. That's not Miami. That's like its own entity. Who the hell wants to go to the beach?
That's where we stayed the first time we went.
I mean, what a pain in the ass. Yeah, exactly.
It was terrible.
Tourists coming in from California. Let's go South Beach.
I'm gonna have to go all the way to South Beach to try this place. Vish, next time you're in Miami, maybe we should take a trip.
That's way out there. You want me to go to the beach? I can't remember the last time I went to the beach.
It's good content if you're here during the off season. We could be like, oh look, we could get Raising Canes, Popeyes, and Chick-fil-A and do a little chicken taste test.
I am gonna actually be there for like a week in September because the Miami Ohio game's on a Friday, but then that leads into Labor Day, so we got the Monday off. So and then the A&M game's the week after that, so I wasn't gonna fly back and forth. So
you guys,
Matt, you gonna come to any football games?
No.
He's married
now.
He can't do
basketball games?
Yeah, I want to watch good teams. So the last two football games I went to were terrible, so I'm not doing that. I went to the FSU game.
The last time I saw the Canes win a football game was the
I've never seen them win a football game in person.
Wait, what?
We didn't win any home games.
No, but ever?
No, I've only been to 3.
I've only been to 3. I don't know why I felt like you've been to a lot more than that.
No, I went to LSU. I went to Michigan State. And then I went to Florida
Wait, you went
State.
to that Michigan State game?
Yeah.
Oh. We didn't win any home games.
You know the best part of that Florida State game was when they recognized Jordan Miller before the game and the team and the basketball team.
I was so hammered at that point that I don't really remember much of anything.
Yeah.
Which was probably the way to approach that. I had a press pass too. I was like, let me not walk into the stadium with this thing. I left it in the car.
Last time Miami versus Louisville.
That was a good one.
Canes,
that was a good one.
Today, you probably love that Miami and Louisville are going to play each other every year now because you'll get some games in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's
now they're playing for the Schnellenberger Trophy or whatever they called it.
The boots.
I saw
you get to wear them.
I saw us win 2 road games last year on that team.
Wow.
Was that Virginia and Georgia Tech?
The last time I saw us win a road game was Pitt in 2019. That's my only road win I've ever seen for any Canes team ever.
I forget.
I've never been. Every single road game I've been to, we have lost except for Pitt in 2019, where Kosi Perry got benched and they put Jaron Williams in for the last 2 drives and he threw that touchdown pass to KJ Osborne.
Oh yeah.
And it was raining and 50 degrees the entire game.
Yeah,
I
was at the Daryl Langham, Malik Rozier touchdown the last play of the game against Florida State. And I'm like, I'm never going back to the stadium. That's it. I'm going out on top.
Oh, I remember that game. I fell over my coffee table. I jumped up in excitement and tripped over my coffee table.
I was yelling, spike the ball and kick the football as he was throwing the winning touchdown because I was like, there's no way this guy's going to do anything.
No, I was yelling, take a shot. I was definitely yelling, take a shot.
I was scared.
I was definitely saying,
and then,
take a shot.
No, after that game, I'm like, I'm never going back to the stadium.
That was the longest, that was like the longest 4 minutes of a review ever. Deciding like if his knee was down before the ball crossed the plane.
Yeah, that was a good move. I flew down for that.
That was a good move, Canes today.
That was smart. That was smart.
Canes today says me and my dad were going to the FSU game last year, but after the Duke lost, he sold the tickets.
Yeah, I should have done that. Instead, we had a good tailgate. A lot of my friends came in from town. Yeah.
The FSU tailgate was a lot of fun, and then we continued it after we left in the third quarter.
had Cuban cigars
until it started raining.
we had Cuban cigars. It was a good time. A lot of whiskey.
Yeah, the tailgate was a lot of fun.
It was a good tailgate. My college roommate came down from Cincinnati.
There you go.
Sometimes. Then the game started. It's like the third play of the game.
They called that pass interference play, and it was all downhill.
I know. It was like, we got him to third down.
Oh, God.
And then, I came out for the Pitt game, too.
Commissioner of the ACC, Jim Phillips, says the ACC continues to consider adding teams, but has not found enough value in any expansion.
I think that's fair, because I think, what are we talking about here? It's not like we're pulling...
what are we going to take, Pac-12 scraps? I mean,
yeah, because the two, obviously you would have taken, I think they're still probably worried about geographic footprint as well.
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to have two, the Big Ten is going to have random teams out on the West Coast. It's going to be a little bit weird, but especially since they have teams in the Northeast too. So it's just, and so what's left to pick up to warrant that? Nothing.
Well, then they would have to do a new deal, right? And then people could piece out of the ACC.
Well, I think if they do that, they won't want to piece out the ACC because the issue is not the quality of team there. It is the TV contract they're locked into. Yeah. If that came on the open market, then they would be getting probably not Big 10 SEC money, but just below, way more than Big 12 or Pac-12 money.
Yeah.
They're just locked into a crappy deal.
The Pac-12 is going to be the Pac-9 in the year, so...
They used to be, right? Weren't they the Pac-8 initially?
They were the Pac-8 and then the Pac-10. It took me forever to remember to say Pac-12, and I'm finally used to it, and then it's going to change again.
Well, are they going to change the number? Because the Big 10 never did, and the Big 12 never did either.
Well, the Big 12 is going to be 13 now.
They went down to 9 and then back up.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't change the number. They just call it the... Why don't they just call it the Pac?
That's what I'm saying, man.
The Pac?
Why do you need a number?
That's weird.
Yeah, why do you need a number?
Why is the Pacific Conference not a thing?
Yeah.
Why do you need a number in it?
Well, what would the Big 12 and Big 10 do? What do they call those?
It's different. It's big.
Yeah, it's big. There's multiple bigs.
Yeah.
But Pacific, they got the Pacific. Take a shot at UCLA and USC too. Yeah, you're not in.
That's their fault for doing numbers. There's the
Wait, isn't there a Pacific
West.
Conference already?
No, it's a Pacific University.
There is a Pacific University. We played them.
Did we?
We played them when we were. It was when we were the number 2 seed. We played them in the first round. Pacific.
Oh yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
When we got screwed
I was
over,
pissed because that's when they were in the Big West, and Long Beach State had a really good team that year. We had 2 guys that went on to play in the NBA for a little bit, and we should have won.
We should have played Miami for both Long Beach State and Miami in the same sense because it got confusing there for a second.
Because I went to Long Beach State.
I'm not suggesting you.
Come on, bro.
Jeez. I don't feel like he's doing the bro right. That's not a Miami bro.
Bruh.
I don't know. It just feels a little bit.
That's more Cali.
Yeah. Bruh is definitely not a Miami.
It's not like I'm from California, right?
I'm not saying you can't use we for both. I'm saying using we for both in the same sentence gets confusing. We should have played ourselves. That's basically what you said.
Exactly. Oh,
Vicious is over there laughing.
That reminds me of Russell Westbrook.
I'm having a good time here.
We are 2 hours and almost 4 minutes into this pod.
Yeah, at least you guys get to hang up and go do something else. I get to relive this brilliance, figure out how to slice it up.
I hope the show. Let's keep it going. I want him to have to edit more.
The longer this goes, the better chance that I just put the raw
Matt's
file.
usually the one that wants to end it. Honestly,
Melissa. I got like 15 more minutes. Melissa, what's your favorite type of food?
My favorite food in general,
Yeah,
or like
in general.
mac and cheese.
Mac and
We've
cheese.
been
What
over
about
this. We've been over
what
this.
about type of food though? Like
Mexican.
Mexican. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, and you live in like the place with the worst Mexican food in the country. Very interesting.
It's true. When you come out here though, when we play USC, like you should. Yeah.
We haven't
I'll
played
take you to some
USC
good-
since 1968, as I found out on Monday.
We played them in
Jeez.
basketball.
We did play them in basketball.
I won $100 off my mom's boyfriend because of that, because he's a USC grad. So we bet $100 on that first round game.
There you go.
Brody is
We have a
definitely
running bet.
California name.
Right.
Brody. I don't even think I've ever met
don't know
anyone
that I say
named Brody.
Feels like a dude who like lives in Malibu and surfs. How's that? Have you not met a Brody?
I don't think I've met a Brody.
Wait, Matt, what's your favorite food? This is the get to know you segment.
This is a get to know you. Well, I love Mexican food is like my favorite.
Hour three is where you really get to know each other. Yeah. Hour 3 on show 15. We must have been on air together like 100 hours at this point total. But let's get to know each other. All right, let's do it.
Stop interrupting, Vish. Matt, what's your favorite?
I was
food?
giving him thinking time. I
have
am
to
actually. Think. You see, I was buying him time, and you ruined it.
You know, honestly, like it's always changing, but I really love tortas now. It's like my go-to. They're so good. It's such a random pick, but like I don't know, pasta, tortas. I love. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, mac and cheese is a pasta, so.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pasta.
Well, how's it not pasta?
Well, I guess it is.
I like the swirly noodles, like the really curly ones. I don't know
like
how
fusilli
you
or
call
whatever?
them. I don't know what they're called, but that's my favorite.
Not the traditional elbows.
No, the elbows are boring.
Wait,
Or fettuccine. I like the flat pasta.
man, I'm confused.
I like rigatoni.
So when you say you eat mac and cheese, you're not talking about actual macaroni? You're using different pastas? Because you know that's why it's...
Well, it's any pasta with cheese I enjoy. But if you're asking me like what my favorite shape of pasta is, I like the really curly ones.
Yeah, that's not... The macaroni is actually the shape of the...
The elbows, I know.
It's not mac and cheese. It's not... It's just cheese on pasta.
I have a preference of my shapes of pasta. So.
Buffalo mac and cheese.
Ever...
What is this?
So I'm not a huge fan
I think you meant
buffalo.
mac and cheese. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really. Buffalo sauce doesn't really agree with me because it's really, really spicy. So I haven't.
But I don't think that's what he means. I think he means buffalo. Like, I thought he meant buffalo mac and cheese. Like,
yeah, buffalo mac and cheese. Like they put like buffalo sauce
on it. That's what we meant.
Hot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Isn't there a type of cheese that's like comes from buffaloes though?
No, I think he means like buffalo.
I know. I think you're right, but I felt like there was like a cheese that comes from like buffalo milk.
I've never heard of that. That's some bougie ass cheese, bro. I've never heard that before.
I live in the nation's capital. We're bougie over here. What do you want me to do?
Apparently,
you gotta wine and dine, man.
Also, do you know Twitter's now called X?
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Yes.
Whenever I open the tab and like that X comes up, I'm like, what is going on?
I have it up right now and I'm looking at it. I'm just like,
yeah, I have it up and like, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Anyway,
what else should we talk about? Matt still has like 10 more minutes.
I have 10 minutes. Well, Vish never said what his favorite type of food is.
Yeah, Vish, what's your favorite type of food?
Don't really have one. I do enjoy Caribbean food and South American food, which is what they specialize in Miami. The Mexican food there is crap.
Yeah, I'll take you guys for some Mexican food.
I ate plenty of Tex-Mex when I was in Texas, though.
So how different is the Mexican food in Texas from California, Matt?
I'll be honest with you. I've only had it once, so can't really answer that, you know. But there's constant that constant battle between California and Texas. So, I mean, California has the best Mexican food, so it's like, yeah.
Kane today wants to know what my Mexican order is. I don't know that I have a set one, so I grabbed some Tex-Mex before I left the Final Four with my cousin. We went to Papacitos, and I got the chicken enchilada with extra rice, the yellow rice.
Is yellow rice even Mexican?
No, it's not.
No, that's like more of a South American thing.
That's a South, that's
enchilada?
like a South American.
No, not enchiladas. Yellow rice. Yellow rice is not a Mexican thing.
I don't know. But yeah, I enjoy a good chicken enchilada or like just tacos. Hard shelled. I prefer hard shelled over soft shelled tacos.
I love pastor.
I guess we
so
should
good.
we should point out that Melissa only chicken, right? In terms of
meat
that you
I don't eat red meat.
So or fish, right? Or
fish.
Yeah, so you're gonna get some form of chicken if there's a protein in there. Otherwise,
Yep.
Vish, have you had the pastor where it's like they actually like shave it off?
Don't think so.
Oh, we're going, man. When you come here,
when am I going to California?
I don't know. You better book it.
Which team is? I will say shout out to the baseball team for preventing me from stupidly flying cross country to watch Stanford. I don't actually know that was going to happen, but I can't guarantee my behavior in those moments.
He said he wasn't going to do it, but he was going to do it.
I don't know that I was going to do it, but
you were going to do it.
Actually, no, not for sure. It would depend on the schedule and when the games were, because it's not exactly like a puddle jumper. So I'd need to be able to get over there and still work. So it was very game dependent, and I don't think I would have done it because I was still in Miami at that point. Like, I would have had to come back here, and then that would have been a pain. So it was doubtful, but they removed any doubt by giving up
maybe
10 runs in one inning ending the season like that.
Maybe if we make the tournament, we'll be in the West Regional for some reason. Just, get screwed that way. And maybe we'll play in San Diego or something.
I mean,
the Final Four next year is in Phoenix, so we could do like a
that's true.
side trip.
Wait, hold on. Where are the regionals this year?
That's a good. Usually they're in.
Somehow we always go full circle back to basketball. Have you noticed?
We should.
You somehow keep bringing it back around to basketball.
20.
You just share your screen.
I will say that my chair it swivels and it like turns, so this is very bad for my fidgetiness. That I can sit here and just move back and forth.
I am about to share this. I actually did not look to see what it's about to say, other than shockingly, the opening round games are in Dayton. And then we got the first and second round: Charlotte, Omaha, Pittsburgh, Salt Lake City.
Oh.
And then the second round:
exciting.
Brooklyn, Indianapolis, Spokane is the West Coast.
Spokane? Are you shitting me? Out of anywhere on the West Coast, you pick.
Okay. Wait, what is this? Okay, no, wait, hold on. No, I was wrong. I'm reading this wrong. This wrong.
I never cut anyone off. But Spokane?
Wait, hold on. I'm reading it.
No. Host is University of Idaho.
Wait. The reason I said hold on a second is because I was reading this wrong. This is still the first round. This is not the regional finals.
Okay.
Calm down. That's what I was trying to stop. I finally had enough of us talking, told us all to shut up, and I had given bad advice.
Vish, shut up. Spokane, Washington.
Okay, so this is Thursday, Saturday.
First and second rounds, yeah. North Carolina, Omaha, Pittsburgh, Salt Lake.
Those are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and these are Friday, Sunday.
And then
Brooklyn,
Indianapolis, Spokane, Memphis.
And then the regionals: Boston, LA.
There you go. LA.
Let's go.
Dallas,
Detroit.
We gotta avoid this one because bad things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go to LA instead. Come on.
And then the host is Arizona. Final
I'd
Four.
probably-
Glendale.
6, the day after my birthday.
I'd probably rather go to LA than Dallas for sure.
I'd hope so. I don't want to go
I
back
have
to
family
Dallas.
in Dallas. I have family all over Texas.
Yeah, I'd do Detroit. Detroit would be fun. I haven't been there in.
I've never been to Michigan.
Me neither.
I was gonna go in 2020 when we played when we were supposed to play Michigan State, but we all know what happened in 2020. So
I lived in Detroit for a summer. Be interesting to go back. It's a cool city. Gets a bad rap. It's actually pretty cool. You should definitely check it out. Next March,
Bish, are
when
you
we're
gonna
playing there.
are you gonna spice up your setup now that me and Matt have revamped
No,
ours?
I'm comfortable in my skin. Yes.
The Amazon delivery truck officially pulled up with the card display, so that'll be nice to have.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a nice Final Four picture for right here. The last thing to add. I don't know. I think I might end up just doing the 8x10 of the marquee. I don't know that I'm gonna be in the picture, but we'll see.
All
Yeah, no,
right,
So
well,
anything.
My stuff has meaning, so most of the stuff people have gotten for me or whatever. So it's
My stuff has meaning.
no, what I'm saying is like I wouldn't just buy something and shove it on there because like the things like above the like one of my friends is a geologist and when she finds interesting rocks she gives them to me. That's what. But those
I never
are,
even noticed those.
like above the Capacito sign. This thing Jazz got me. This my brother-in-law got me. My sister got me that one. So I'm not gonna buy something and shove it up there.
Kingswear gave me this T-shirt.
So this pair of shoes.
And I got this.
No,
And I got this hat free at a basketball game.
I'm not suggesting yours don't also have meaning. I'm just saying like that's where these came from, so I wouldn't buy something and throw it on there anyway.
My Final Four ticket.
It's not a
With
get
the
what
note-
up and shit.
with-
Oh, wait.
With the Nate with the
Melissa.
note from Nate. With the note from Nate.
Melissa, isn't one of your favorite basketball players Penny Hardaway?
I love Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Are those his shoes?
Yeah.
Oh my
See
gosh!
the
You want me to go pull? You
1
want me to go
cent
pull out
logo?
his jersey? You want me to go pull out his jersey? I have
Yeah,
it.
if you want, you should do it.
It's a
I
dry
saw-
erase board.
I
Yes.
forgot. I was gonna find my bat mitzvah. I have my bat mitzvah picture from my sign-in board of me in my Penny Hardaway jersey.
That should be unveiled during the box of crap.
Well, it's in the photo album. It's not.
No,
in
I
the
know,
box
but
of
you
crap.
can hold it up to the camera.
I mean, I have a box of all my old jerseys in general. That I mean, I don't know if anyone's interested in that. Like all my old basketball and football jerseys are all in a box. So it's a lot of Cowboys jerseys. But so is that a chalkboard in the back?
It's a dry erase board.
Okay. Mine's
Somehow I
half
feel-
dry erase, half cork. Roll
Yeah,
with
I
that.
actually work. This is also where I work, so there's
Yep.
work stuff all over the place.
This is also where I sleep. So
Yeah, this monitor and all this is my work.
yeah, this is my bed.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, the Eaton shirt that we talked about.
It's like
Remember
the
when you asked
best
me
ad
how many years old Eaton was, the residential college? It is 20.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wait, what do you mean
looking
it's
at the
20?
shirt right now.
There's no way it's
The
20.
shirt. When I was there in 2007, it was 20 years old.
All right, now I gotta look. Is that for real? I feel like it was old as crap. It's the oldest residence hall. Oh, it is.
You ready for this?
Oh,
Fish?
wait, hold on.
Oh,
All right, this is garbage,
Look.
man.
20 years of
No, I'll tell you, you're right, and it's ridiculous the reason. So, they didn't count. It actually is the oldest residence hall on campus, but since it originally opened as an all-women building in 1951, they only count in 1986 when they fully converted it. There you go. Got the skills. If you keep coming on shows with
No.
us, you'll be a pro.
You missed it in his face when he got it the first time.
Oh, he did it the second time too. I saw it.
yeah, there we go.
Delayed reaction.
Yeah.
Well, there's a delay, so
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm gonna screenshot that and hang that photo of Matt up on my wall. I'm totally getting that printed out. Amazon Photo delivers in like 4 days. Like I got these pictures so fast. I just put these into the Amazon Photo thing to like order them, and although they said ours was low resolution because I cropped it, but it still looks good.
Anyway, Eaton was technically opened in 1951. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
All right.
But,
Well, I just go based off of what the blanket says.
No, I'll tell you. In 1986, they converted it to a residential college from an all-women's dorm, and that's when they consider Eaton to be like fully a residential college versus a women's
Not
dorm.
Everybody's seen all of the stuff on my blanket before. Look at the last game at the OB shirt.
Oh boy, I was there at that one. Whew.
This was the shirt that I bought when I toured the campus before I got in. Like every shirt on this blanket has a meaning. Last game in the Orange Bowl. Good stuff.
She made it. That's where she got it.
I got it made. These were all T-shirts that I've collected over the years from undergrad and after. And then I used a service called Project Repat, and they turned it into all of them into a blanket for me.
That's awesome.
So there's 30 T-shirts on here, and Project Repat's actually really awesome. Never buy them full price. They have sales all the time. I got it for like 30% off. So Canes Fest. Wait, Vish, are you going to be down here on the August 12th?
No.
Oh, because Canes Fest is at Hard Rock. I was like, it's at like 9 a.m. though. I'm still I RSVP'd that I was going, but I don't know that I want to get up that early. So.
Yeah, I'm not going. I never go to that. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, they're having like an open practice for the football team. So.
I'm sure Blue will tell me what happened.
By the way, Vish. It's a Hates Faithful shirt.
Oh God, you should burn that.
Well, I debated whether or not putting it on the blanket or not, and my friends were like, "You should," because it was like a significant part of your undergrad. But yeah.
Yeah, Perry Clark was a significant part of my undergrad. I'm not honoring him in this room.
This is a Bank United shirt. Look.
Yeah.
See, it says Bank United Center on it. Back before it was the Watt. I have all the merch. So, all right. Anything else? We're almost 2.5 hours in. I think this is going to be 4 episodes now. Like I don't even know what
to do with it though. Like, there's no places to cut it.
Yeah, just
we somehow never answered like what conference we'd want the Canes to go into because we drifted off topic halfway through that topic. Like, I mean, this is not. I'm not suggesting going back and doing it now. Leave it alone.
I have different reasons for both.
I literally said let's not do this now.
I know, I'm just saying, but we can discuss it.
But then
we can discuss it next time. Thank you, Canes, today. The shirts are awesome.
Well, I think next time we will, come prepared. We'll do the box of crap and all that stuff.
The rest of these off-season shows, unless we have a guest on, are going to be very tangential.
Well, we got. They're going to actually play basketball games in Europe, so we'll have some stuff.
That's true. But Coach L even said in his press conference that they weren't really going to be practicing in between games. So.
No, I know, but at least we'll have something to look at in terms of
Canes today. Thank you for talking in the chat and interacting with us. Some of our usuals didn't show up today. Daniel is here a lot, and Jeff and AO. But we had Canes today. So
you're calling people out. You didn't show up. I am calling people out.
They didn't show up today. Although Chalupa Batman did retweet my tweet about us going live, so at least he was trying to rep. So, all right, guys.
All right. Well, next week we'll do box of crap, Matt's trophies. Wasn't there something else you want to talk about?
No.
What conference
I think we. Oh, you mean for next week?
Yeah. No, we're gonna do box of crap, and we're gonna do your trophies. So have them prepared to open and show off.
Yeah, I have to unbury.
And Matt, we'll collaborate offline, but we gotta load up on the apple juice so we can do the taste.
Oh God, okay.
I'm gonna hit up Raising Cane's on South Beach at some point. I'm gonna have to try this place.
There is no fast food chicken worth going to South Beach for. There's just none.
There's nothing really worth going to South Beach for in general, but
especially not that.
Well, listen.
Look, there's got to be something like when we go to that football game in Carolina. There's got to be something there.
Oh yeah, 100% there is.
Bojangles.
Yeah, no, we'll do Bojangles too, but
and Dame's Chicken and Waffles.
Okay, that's 2 meals.
And I'm assuming we'll get barbecue.
When you guys come out here, we can go to Roscoe's.
I've been there. I have been to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
In California.
I got the Obama special or whatever it was called.
Oh, the two thighs. And,
I've been to Roscoe's.
How do you know what the Obama special is?
Bro, I'm from the LBC. I gotta know. What are you talking about? I know what the Obama special is.
This guy is becoming more Californian as he gets more comfortable with us.
I love that he remembered what it was. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, it's just like...
Are you surprised I've been there though?
I mean, no. Which one did you go to though? Because there's difference.
I was in LA. I don't remember like if.
Oh, so you went to the legit one too? Okay.
Yeah. In
I would go to
2019, we went.
Yeah.
Me and actually none of them, but my other boys. My other boys. We went to California. We did LA and San Francisco, and Roscoe's was on the list of food places. We went to Roscoe's, and I remember I got the Obama special or whatever. It was like a waffle and 2 thighs or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
I usually get the Carol C special.
I have a picture of the sign. Hold on. This pod's gonna go forever.
Wait, was this Kate say, is this Lance Leggett's potatoes? I have a history with those. I don't want
to those are his boiled one peanuts, Lance Leggett, yeah.
Lance Leggett was on this show a couple of times, or the football version. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. The second time he was hawking those peanuts, and if you thought I was bad last show in terms of the profanity, it is not even scratching the surface.
The light's terrible, but you can kind of see it.
Nice. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Let's let me
Roscoe's.
There it is. Now you can see it.
Yeah. There we
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
That's a spot, man.
Yeah. I didn't take a picture of my food, which is random because I usually do. But yeah, I went to Roscoe's.
I used to go to Roscoe's at least once a week.
I will say Roscoe's was really good. The Dame's Chicken and Waffles in Greensboro, North Carolina might be my favorite chicken.
Wait, this is in Greensboro?
Yeah, it's all in the same area. There's one in Durham also.
Because Greensboro is like an hour away from the triangle.
We're going. Don't start. I'll go by myself. I don't care. I'm going to Dame's. There's one in Durham. There's one in Greensboro.
Okay, we'll go to the one in Durham. Like Greensboro is like an hour away from the triangle.
Well, I haven't been to the one in Durham. I've only ever been to the one in Greensboro, but there is one in Durham.
We'll go to the one in Durham. Drive away to Greensboro.
So good. My friend Justin knows what I'm talking about. Whenever he gets
I'll reiterate, there's no chicken worth driving to South Beach for. There's no chicken worth driving from the Triangle to Greensboro for.
It's so freaking good. It is so good.
There's one in Durham. Why would we go to Greensboro?
Well, yeah, we can go to Durham. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Matt, when I come to visit you in Cali, we'll go to Roscoe's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I got some other food spots we can go to that are better, but
that's fine.
Since she's already been to Roscoe, so
Yeah. I like to go to Randy's Donuts.
Did you have In-N-Out while you were here?
Well, I did, but I don't eat burgers, so I ordered the grilled cheese off their secret. I ordered grilled cheese off their secret menu, and I was really disappointed because they just took 2 hamburger buns and grilled some cheese on it. There was no effort whatsoever. Honestly, their fries aren't that good, so In-N-Out's kind of wasted on me.
Yeah, their fries are not good.
Yeah. My friends wanted In-N-Out, so my friend was like, "Oh, you can get a grilled cheese off their secret menu, but it's literally just some cheese on hamburger buns." So, not really my thing.
Yeah.
If I liked burgers, I probably would love it, but I don't. Yeah. I don't like burgers.
I guess I got to figure out spots for here because while you guys hypothetically we're all meeting up in California, the ACC tournament is actually here.
Matt, are you flying to DC?
On balance, I would say there's a much more likely chance you find yourself in this area the next year than me being in California.
My wife wants to go to DC, and we still have a flight credit too that we were supposed to go to DC, but we didn't end up going. So, yeah, I think
we should all go to DC when the Pacers or the Clippers are playing.
Or how about the Miami Hurricanes in the ACC tournament? What about them?
Well, that too. That's a given.
I didn't invite you twice. I invited you once. What is? I'm just kidding.
I don't have to see you the other time.
I'm right by the arena. You're just gonna show up and not tell me? That's messed up. No, but I do need to figure out what spaces to eat out here because you're definitely much more likely to be here than the other way around. So
I'm still impressed that Matt knew the Obama special for Roscoe's.
Bro, come on.
California Matt.
I don't know if he was more excited that I've been there or that I ordered the Obama special. He's like, oh, the thighs.
You shouldn't be surprised.
I literally haven't been to California since we won the Rose Bowl there.
I've only been to California that one time in 2019. So
I went and watched.
And honestly, I
went and watched our football team dominate and win the national championship. That's the last time I was in.
That's
the last time
a good
I was
memory to have.
And the last time I was in Phoenix was kind of an opposite memory. The year after that, so.
Well, the one time I was in California, I ate at Roscoe's. I went to Randy's Donuts. Good stuff. I love Iron Man the movie, so that was in the movie. And then Disneyland.
You liked Randy's?
Well, I just wanted to go because it was in Iron Man.
Okay.
I got the Fruit Loop donut.
Wait, was it not okay? So what?
It was in Iron Man too.
No, I get you. Why did you have that reaction, California Matt?
Because Randy's donut is not good at all.
It's just, I really wanted to try it because I was.
It's well, yeah, like you got to try it if you're like, But I'll take you to a better donut place.
I gotta find my Randy's Donuts pictures now. Hold on.
I'll take you to the best donuts in California.
Oh, I like a good donut. Hold on. I went to a Dodgers game. Where is it?
Los Doyers. There you go. Have you ever heard of Voodoo Donuts?
Yeah, they're overrated.
Yeah, they are.
And they got the one that I go to that's in that they had at Universal. They got rid of my Fruit Loop donut. But these were the
this is a thing then for you. If there's like weird donuts, you get the Fruit Loop.
Well, Fruit Loops are one of my favorite cereals, so it's in my top 3.
Can you give us a quick power ranking, top 3 favorite cereals?
Ooh, top 3.
Well, Fruit Loops is one of them, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Fruit Loops is in the top 3. You don't have to put it in order.
Yeah, and in no order. Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms.
Okay.
With an honorable mention to Reese's Puffs or Cocoa Puffs.
Mm.
See, on the Cocos, I go with the Pebbles. The Cocoa
Pebbles.
The Cocoa Pebbles.
No, I like the Puffs better than the Pebbles. This show is so random.
What the hell is this show?
Oh my god. We went from like favorite food to favorite type of food to like, oh, I've had these chicken and waffles to cereal to yeah. But no, I'm like a little kid. I eat like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms. I love mixing cereals. Like I usually won't just eat one cereal. If I have a bowl of cereal, I usually put at least 2 types of cereal in the bowl.
So when you stay at a hotel with like that, with the free breakfast where they got the little cereal.
All the cereal, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. The only cereal I currently have in my apartment right now is Lucky Charms. I
have Reese's Puffs.
Oh,
I feel like me and you are kind of on the same
Puffs.
food levels. Like we like similar foods because you said Mexican food also.
Well, Tex-Mex isn't Mexican food. It's kind of different.
Well, but that tacos, burritos, yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Do you all put ice in cereal? Wait, why would you put ice in cereal? That's just you.
Why are you trying to water it down? What happened here?
It's like people who put ketchup on everything. Like ketchup's a great condiment, but you don't have to put it on everything.
I don't think it's anything like putting ketchup on anything. Why are you putting ice in cereal?
Also, I am completely shocked that anybody is still watching this right now. Like we stopped talking about basketball.
There is a view count higher than 1, so it's not just Canes today. Unbelievably.
Well, Coop does tell me that he'll like do other things and he'll have it on in the background, so it could possibly be him.
Yeah, there's a handful of people that forgot to like turn it off.
So it makes it colder? Isn't that what the milk is for?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you gotta avoid the ice cubes and I don't know.
I will say though, if I'm putting fruit in my cereal, because I like to add like chopped bananas or blueberries or strawberries, Rice Krispies are my go-to for that.
That's too much effort.
I love putting fruit in cereal. My grandpa got me started on that when I was a kid.
If I'm committing to cereal, I'm just eating the cereal.
I really want some cereal right now, and I don't.
To be honest, though, I'm not big on fruit. I don't really eat that much fruit.
Oh, I love fruit. I just ate well, you know how Publix, but Vish knows Publix. Like, you know how they sell like the mixed fruit. Is. Yeah, no, but you know how they sell the mixed fruit bowls at Publix? Like, you can get like small. I just ate an entire medium one before the show.
It went like $25.
I love it because I don't eat the honeydew though. I do not like honeydew, but I eat the rest of it.
Wait, so you buy the mixed fruit one and don't eat the honeydew?
Yeah, I don't eat the honeydew.
Well, that's like a quarter of the thing. Like, what?
It is. It's a waste, but I hate honeydew so much.
No, that's fine. But you can also buy the individual component.
I don't want to chop up my own fruit.
No, I get it. I am a fellow lazy traveler where I'll be standing next to the thing and there's a whole ass watermelon for $4 and there's a chopped up little thing for $10 and I'll be like,
and I got the chopped. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
First of all, cutting watermelon is terrible.
Melissa, I know exactly what you mean about not eating something because like I get trail mix and I only eat the M&Ms. So like, you know, I get you.
Oh, they the trail mix that has the yogurt covered raisins.
I'm telling you, your delivery is too like consistent. She didn't realize you were completely making fun of her.
M&Ms. Why buy trail mix? No, but like the trail mix, they sell little packages of trail mix at work, and I literally would buy it just for like the yogurt covered M&Ms and the dry pineapple. Like I don't even eat the peanuts.
Wait, what?
Who is Canes today?
No, he's just okay.
He's making fun of us now.
Can we just end
no,
this?
There's no way you eat watermelon with mustard.
No.
That if you literally do that, I don't understand Kentucky at all.
Can we? Yeah.
This needs to be over horrible. Now. First of all, I don't even like mustard. But second of all, that's
why don't you just buy the chopped fruit components other than because they sell them.
Try it. So he literally does this.
No, we're not doing this.
Watermelon with mustard.
No, we're not doing this. But back to your fruit thing. Why don't you just buy the individual components? Because they chop them up. They don't all. They also like sell the watermelon by itself and the cantaloupe chopped up. You could just buy the little.
Because then I gotta buy watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe, grapes, strawberry. It's a lot for like just like one.
Man.
Yeah, but then you could mix it together and then you're not throwing any out. Overall, on aggregate, you'll be saving money.
No, I'm just lazy.
I'll occasionally buy the full watermelon. I'll like guilt myself into it because I'm like, I'm really gonna buy like this little thing of it for less than the whole thing. But then I regret it because I walk everywhere here and I'm like, oh god, I gotta carry this home.
The quote of the day next week is honeydew is disgusting.
I mean, I think it's got to be watermelon with mustard. Like, I don't know what we're talking about here, but
I think you need multiple boards for all the quotes of the day.
That's terrible.
I mean, there's like 3 hours of crap you have to wait. That as much as like I have to edit this thing, you got to pull a quote out of this.
Yeah, no, I have to go rewatch this now and find a quote.
Watermelon is not overrated. Watermelon is delicious.
The watermelon's great.
Talk about
my favorite fruit, though. Oh, I don't even know that I could pick one. We won't even go there.
I mean, watermelon's
I don't think
up
I
there.
could pick one.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
All right.
Sure? Are you sure? Because we can.
This totally backfired on me. Like I needed to leave like 5 minutes ago.
Are you sure? Because we haven't gone through brands of water and which ones we prefer. And, there's so much.
I'm
Evian.
I just don't like
Evian is great. Evian is fantastic.
I don't like
Dasani. Fantastic, by the way. It is.
Zephyrhills.
The top
anything but Dasani, because Dasani sounds like you're opening a bottle of soda when you open it.
Well, Dasani is literally made by what
Coke.
is it? Pepsi brand
or
Coke?
Coke? It's Coke.
It's Coke. Yeah.
Aquafina is Pepsi.
Oh yeah.
The same deal.
So, yeah. No, not.
No, Evian's good. It's good water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, don't forget the apple juice next week because we're going to.
I won't. I'm gonna bring you Martinelli's big jug.
Yo, Canes today. I don't know. You're crazy, Canes today.
Watermelon. You don't like watermelon and tahini? Are you serious?
Wait, what the hell is watermelon? What's tahini?
Are you guys shitting me right now? You don't know what tahini is?
Melissa, dude, I mean, I don't know what it is.
Oh my god. All right, Melissa, I'm signing off now. Bye.
Melissa, okay, bye.
Wait, I'm looking up tahini. Oh, it's some Mexican. Okay, California, Matt.
Melissa
chili lime seasoning.
I don't put spice on my watermelon.
Melissa read it as Tajin.
No, I didn't.
She's like, what the hell is Tajin?
Tahini.
It's a Mexican spice.
How's your gallbladder? How's your gallbladder doing that?
Not well if he's putting
How's your gallbladder?
Oh, I use hot sauce every day.
He's still young enough. You're gonna have to back off of that stance eventually.
I'm gonna go work on the quote of the day after this. Quote of the week.
All right.
We're airing
Wednesday. I think.
When are we airing?
I think Wednesday. Hold on, I can definitively say in 2 seconds.
Wednesday. We are airing on Wednesday.
Well,
I forgot because I work tomorrow, and so it confused me on my off days. But this is my other job. I'm working tomorrow, so.
Yeah, we're on for August 2nd, which is Wednesday.
Good.
Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.
We're ending for real this time, please.
Yeah. I needed to leave.
Put the outro. Cue the outro.
All right, see ya.
Don't cry. Keep it chill. Wear good socks.